Like that was the only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Niger what yo. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. For the poor. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what media? No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what you? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless.
Because people are hearing, the government will help. The UN, they're going to help. The other NGOs and organizations doing work in Nigeria, they will help. And so I said, you know what, I'll take a step back. This is too big for me. I want to, but I can't, but people will help. And 5 or 6 months later, I said, you know what, I felt an urge in my heart to look into what happened in Yawata. Have people help? Has the government stepped up? Have the organizations come here to help rebuild? I started talking to people on the ground. Nothing. No home. No initiative to rebuild. No initiative to get people to come back to their land. And I said, how can this be? This can't be right. And so I said, you know what? I will go. I don't know the extent of the damage. I don't know how much money it's going to cost. I don't know what I can do. But I said, I'm going to begin in faith. Even if it's one house that I build, I'm going to build it. It will begin. And so I came. And I find that people are neglected. People do not care. They don't truly want to have significant impact in these places. And I found people that were suffering. Thousands of people in IDPs. From Yawata specifically. And they have no food, no water. They poop in front of each other on the street. And meanwhile, their homes are burned. Their farms destroyed. Their land here looked like nobody had lived here in hundreds of years. And I said, how can this be? This was a few months ago. And why are people not crying out to help the Nigerians? The ones who are suffering and afflicted. They're not being killed because they're criminals. They're not being massacred because they've done things wrong. They're being massacred in innocence. Their blood is being poured out. Their throats are being cut. Their babies are being burned to charcoal. And their homes are completely destroyed. Their villages are gone. Desolate. But nobody is speaking. How many people are rebuilding in Nigeria? How many of the villages that have been burned have been rebuilt? None. For 2 decades. Billions of dollars, organizations, government, UN, all these people. What about the people in Nigeria, the big pastors? The millionaires, the billionaires, the ones in Abuja and Lagos and big cities, where are they? As they accumulate for their pockets, as they build mansions, as they ride around in their Land Cruisers and convoys with 30 people running alongside them with security. Yet they're on looking their own people being massacred. How? What Christ do you serve if that's how you act and that's what you do? How can someone else from another country come here and care more about your own people? And you're the one that's supposed to shepherd your flock. You know, we can't hold the government to be fully liable to serve its people. But we can hold the church, because the church has a covenant with God. If you are a believer and you claim Christ, you have a covenant with God. It's Psalm 82. I'll say it again and again and again. And it says, to give justice to the weak and the fatherless. That's what it says. To maintain the right of the afflicted and the destitute. It says, to rescue the weak and the needy. and to deliver them from the hands of the wicked. You cannot be silent. You cannot sit by being dormant and idle. You cannot be a bystander to this. You cannot claim Christ and do nothing. The reality is that justice and Christ are interwoven. They are not separate things. Even people are telling me now, oh, just be a missionary. You don't have to be activist. You don't have to talk about this, talk about that. Just be quiet. Just build a little house, build this, and just be quiet. No. That's not being a Christian. Because with Psalm 82 were the words from God being spoken to people. Deliver them from the wicked. Stand up. Be with the needy, the afflicted, the oppressed. Rescue them. Maintain their rights. And so how can I read that and be silent? How can I read that and do nothing? How can I read that and sit in America and just see pictures of people's throats that are slit? Blood being poured out across the floor. Villages that are ravaged with fire. I can't sit in silence and I can't sit inactive. And so we came to help the people and to be a reminder that God is with you, that God has not forsaken you. To be a reminder that soon the evildoers, the ones who are wicked, they will fade like grass and they will wither like the herbs.
Amen. Amen.
There will be no more.
Amen.
That day may not be today. But if you believe in Scripture, you have to trust in what God has said. Trust in what God has said. That even though you may be persecuted, you are blessed. Because the kingdom of heaven is yours. Even though you may mourn and you may grieve, you are blessed. Because the Lord will comfort you. This is Scripture. This is the truth. And I want you to know that God is with you. He has not forgotten you. Your cries are not being unheard. He hears every cry. He hears every whisper. He knows your pain. He knows what you're suffering with. But He calls you to look to Him. To be strengthened by Him. To lean on His staff and His rod. That's His call for you. And what I have to say is to the leaders, the government, church pastors, Yawada has been rebuilt. The homes that were burned have been rebuilt. If anything happens in Yawada after this has been rebuilt, the blood is on the hands of the government. This needs to be said, and it needs to be known. The blood is on your hands. You are the ones who have been instituted to protect the needy, to protect the weak. And if you allow it, the blood is on your hands. America knows that Yawada has been rebuilt. America knows the exact GPS coordinates of this village. Congressman Riley Moore, they know that this has been rebuilt. Nigeria knows that Yawada has been rebuilt. Everybody knows what has happened here. That people have come to restore hope, to build beacons of light. And so I call on the government, the security, leaders, whoever has power and ability. It is your duty to protect Yawada. Nothing should happen in Jesus' name to Yawada again. Amen. Period. And if something happens, it is the government who is responsible. This is the truth. The blood is on your hands. And so I challenge you to protect this village. Protect the people. Protect the needy. Protect the weak. Protect the oppressed. It is your duty. We're here to help. We have a heart for the people. We want people to live in peace, to live in safety. And we need you, government. We need you, pastors. We need you, leaders. We need you, people, to do this. We have your back. And we are with you. And so we need you.
All right.
But it begins, though, with acknowledging the truth. You have to acknowledge the reality in Nigeria. It cannot be rejected. It cannot be explained away. You cannot just say it's a clash. You can't just give all of these excuses for the truth of what's happening. There have been lies after lies after lies. And to this day, even the Benue government here is rejecting genocide. They have directly told me there is no genocide. There is no religious targeting. There is nothing like that here in Benue or in Nigeria. It is simple insecurity. It's just clashes. But is this the truth? What does this speak to? I wouldn't be here if there was no genocide. And I asked the Nigerian leadership, the governor, even Christian pastors who reject it, if it is only about grazing land, why are the Fulani not killing their own people also? Why are the Fulani not burning their own rival villages and settlements? Because one grazer competes with another grazer for the same grass. And if it's truly competition, they should be killing their own people to fight for land, to fight for grass, to fight for grazing land. But the question is, are they doing this? Are they killing their own? Are they burning their own villages? The answer is no. And so they are targeting Christian villages and settlements directly. When they go into the village on the motorbike or on foot, wielding the machetes and AK-47s, what do they say? What do they say?
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar. Yes. Allahu Akbar. Yes. Allahu Akbar. Yes. So how can you say there's no religious motivation? They're not saying more grazing land, more grass, more for our cattle. They're saying Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. And so the truth has to be told. If there is to be real change in Nigeria, you have to admit the truth humbly and meekly, and then figure out a plan on how to address this. Because we cannot allow our own people to be killed and massacred again and again and again. Something happens in Yawata after this rebuilding. The government is liable. The blood is on your hands. We've come in good faith, with good heart, to help the people, to rebuild where nobody is helping. But you are responsible to secure your own people. And there's security here now, but we can't see that they leave in 1 month or 2 months. I can't come back and see that Yawata has been burned and killed again. If it happens, you are liable. It is your job to protect them. And so I challenge you, I beg you, do your job. Protect your own people. The US government knows what has been done here. They know the attack. They know that I am here. They know that we have rebuilt Yawata, and they support me. Congressman Riley Moore, he supports what we're doing. He knows. He has the geographical coordinates of Yawata. And we are all monitoring what is happening here. So please, protect your people. Do not let anything happen to Yawata again.
Thank you.
Nigerian military don't release the names and list of military officers allegedly involved in an attempted coup to overthrow the Tinubu government, which is good, we thank God, because any military coup against a democratic system is condemned. But my country people, we need to ask our government some few questions. Make we know they whine ourselves. Let us stop deceiving ourselves. Our dear master strategist President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Mr. President, sir, are you a civilian president? Are you a civilian president in a democratic system of government? Do you, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, believe in democracy and government by the rule of law? And under this your regime as head of state, are you operating within the rule of law? Tell yourself the truth if you have the capacity to do so. Because as soon as they arrest coup plotters, as soon as they fight against military coup, as you they punish people where they attempt military coup, when we go arrest the people who come together to rig election in 2023, or when I not know say election riggers are also coup plotters, you do not know that election rigging is a civilian coup against democracy, aided and abetted sometimes by law enforcement and even military. You are not aware, Nigerian APC federal affliction government. Or when I know you only have problem with military dictatorships, you are okay with civilian dictatorships. Nigerian government any attempt when I know say people where they work to subvert the will of the people, to steal the mandate of the people, to ensure say the vote of the people no count, you do not know that you are also carrying out a coup against democracy in the country. So as when they fight and punish people where they attempt military coup, when I go strategize, they come together to see how to rig election for 2027. Ori buruku lenshe Nigerian government. Oshi lenshe, ori buruku gidi lenshe Nigerian government. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Anybody where they work to see say the will of the people no prevail, whether you are National Assembly where they refuse to pass electoral bill, or you they pass bill where go create loopholes for you to rig election, for you to go to a corrupt judiciary, you are carrying out a coup against democracy in the country. And the same way people will carry out military coup, they're supposed to punish them, you too should be punished with the full extent of the law. So the person wey handle the election, the general overseer of election rigging for 2023, after Yakubu Mahmoud collected more than 300 billion, said there will be electronic transmission of result. On the day of election, he said there was a glitch. Few weeks after retirement from INEC, you nominate him and appointed him an ambassador. What was the basis of making Yakubu Mahmoud an ambassador? So we can brazenly reward corruption and criminality in Nigeria, but we dey fight military dictatorship. Ori Buruku Lenshe, you are deceiving yourself, Nigerian government. Nigerian government, if you want to know, say, this country is truly a country of particular concern, that is when you will see civilian leaders where they wear khaki. You are worse than military dictatorships. If truly you are a government who respects the rule of law, if you are a civilian president in a democracy, former Kaduna state government alleged that the federal government, President Tinubu, they withdraw 100 billion every month from federation accounts for the past 15 months without appropriation from the National Assembly. In a democratic society, presidency, be executive arm of government, withdrawing money from federation account without appropriation from National Assembly, that action and military dictatorship, what is the difference? Which one better pass? But you are fighting military dictatorship. NNPC allegedly missing more than 210 trillion. Yet, President Tinubu, you write off some of the debt of NNPC without consideration from the National Assembly. That action and military dictatorship, what is the difference? That is why in African countries, because of how useless and corrupt the leaders are, when people begin to hear of military coup, you go see citizens of those countries will come out and begin to rejoice. Because the government that is in power have shown that they are incapable of protecting and helping the welfare of the people. If you want to sample people opinion to know where citizens' hearts they go to the street and ask people, interview between the government you have and a military dictatorship, which will you prefer? Is your life better under this so-called civilian dictatorship that you have? That is why the country is the way it is. So we go to fight military dictatorship in the same vein we are planning to rig election in the coming elections. You enter National Assembly, you convert it to APC town hall, they sing on your mandate, they shall collapse. You go to judiciary, they play on your mandate, you shall collapse. Mandate where they stand on mandates, they fall for Turkey. You are in attempt to convert the entire country to a one-party state, a direct affront on democracy and the rule of law. Yet we condemn military dictatorship. Both people where they carry out military coup and those of them where they do civilian coup and election riggers, you ought to be punished. So when they go punish those set of people, Nigerians shine on ayo, because as they fight against military coup for country, so the real civilian coup plotters, they coup for government. If you do nothing, if you refuse to come out to vote again, the most dangerous one is the civilian coup election rigging where they carry out every year. As military go stand side to do their job, let Nigerians ensure you come out in millions to vote and protect your vote. Do not allow civilian where we are khaki to the rig election. They steal the mandate of the people. They announce winners for night. Then you come out to tell us that you are fighting military coup. Anything that is punishable should be punished. Anything that is an offense should be an offense. This Ori Buruku must not be sustained. President Tinubu, are you a civilian president in a democratic system? The way you hate military coup, do you also hate election rigging like that? Or you only hate military coup, but you can afford to prepare and also plan for election rigging? Ori Buruku Lenshe, Nigerian government. My name is Peter for Nigeria.
All right. My people, I appreciate every one of you right there. That was a long presentation. I tried to minimize it, but I could not, because every information that I've showcased today are very, very vital to our situation in Nigeria. So I decided to take time to present all of them. You know, you don't necessarily have to contribute to all, but at least let it be there for record purposes. I appreciate you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you right there. Thanks for your time with us today. Happy New Week to every one of you. Today's Monday, 2nd February 2026. Mother of Mohammed Diaspora, good evening to you, Mommy. Thanks for all that you do. I appreciate you always being here with us every single day. Abu Azi, I appreciate you. Good evening to you. Thanks for all that you do. Madam Eugenia, Madam Peggy, Modi, Gabriel, I can see you all right there. A lot of you have commented. We just need to move on because I cannot measure all names. I have a lot of comments right there already. Stella Afini, Madarita, and many, many more. And God bless you, my people. Please help us to press on the like, help us to share, press on the dollar sign if you can to encourage our work right here. This is the president that some of you voted in, and the same president that some of you are still protecting today to continue this satanism in 2027.
We are a poor nation. The bank coal will follow. They say firewood, not food. They say we need to plant more trees. And they are not giving us money. We need to open our eyes, try shining, and tell the West. If you don't guarantee our finances and work with us to stop this, we are not going to comply with your climate change. They're doing.
God have mercy upon us.
It's very sad, even when the world is mocking our president, but we ourselves don't suppose to allow this to continue to happen. But it's happening. It happens in 2023. You know, now some of the Nigerians, some of us are already allowing this to happen again in 2027. Yes, nothing is working. This same president said, if I did not give you electricity, don't vote for me in second term. I've been not be so he talk him, not be so this president talk him, but today we don't have electricity. Let me go outside so that you hear generator everywhere in this country. Now they hear him. They hear everywhere. Now outside like this, so outside. Generator everywhere, one tier, everybody here. No light anywhere for this country. Una see where we find ourselves, right? Una see where we find ourselves. When we talk, it will be like say we don't know what they do. Yes, some of us can afford this thing, even though if we can afford it, it's still very, very pinchy. It's affecting us. But what about the people that cannot afford this lifestyle? What about the people that cannot afford 3 square meals in a day? You expect these same people to have money to buy petrol, you know, for their generator. How? Listen, guys, sometimes we joke with this thing. Sometimes we frown. But listen, Nigeria is sinking. I told you guys before that my first visit to Nigeria was 2005. I remember then I come every year. 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008. Every single year I was coming, but I only do 2 weeks, 3 weeks, go back. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, go back. There was a time I was having an argument with someone in 2011. You know, not today Nigeria, I don't know. Not today Nigeria, I don't know. Now somebody come tell me, say, no, you don't know anything for Nigeria. For you to understand the system, you must be part of the system. Me this I know the people within Nigeria, including family members and all. Since 2018, although 2016, I spent like 2 months. But since 2018, I started spending straight a year, 8 months, 9 months, more than a year, till date. Now there I can't know, say, you need to be part of a system to understand how system works, including the people, the government, and the system itself. If I have to give a feedback of my country, my dear loving country, Nigeria, since 2018 till now, my feedback is Nigeria is sinking, nothing is working. Yes, I will blame Tinubu, but in 2018, Tinubu was not the president. 2019, he was not the president. 2020, 2021, 2022, he was not the president. Right? Someone was the president at that time. We are quick to move on in this country. That's why you see some gullible, satanic Nigerians are already saying that, oh, we miss Buhari. The same way some people, even on this, my panel, can say they miss Jonathan. They miss Obasanjo, not knowing that all of them are satanic. None of them have been able to provide us electricity. But all of them have campaigned with the failure of electricity. All of them. They will rule for 8 years and leave power. Still, Nigeria still don't have electricity. Antivenom was not seen or was not in any of the hospital that lady visited. It was the result of no electricity. Today, that girl is no more. She died because hospital told her, we don't have antivenom. You know, madam. You go die. And she died. Yeah, some of us are blaming the hospitals. I was part of the people that was blaming the hospitals since yesterday. But holistically, I have looked at this whole thing and I get to know that not the hospital, it's the government. How do you expect hospital to keep antivenom inside the fridge when they are not even sure when snake go bite anybody or any animal go bite anybody? How? We are like not there? It's not there. Like not there this country. It's not there. It's crazy. If I complain, people will say, what are you doing there? My family members, my mom literally asked me yesterday, say, oh, we are over? You know what that means? What are you doing there? What are you doing there? My papa go ask me, this Peking, what are you doing? My children will ask me. My wife, my family, everybody ask me, what are you doing? It's not a bad thing to love your country. It's not a bad thing to invest in your country. It's just that we all have been unlucky to end up in the hands of this satanic set of people that have been recycling themselves since Nigeria was created. We have been very, very unlucky. We have been very, very unlucky. Now we have someone that we can give a try. Allow him to come in and change the narrative. Some of you that have dwelled in satanism, ethnicism, and tribalism, now so not go agree over your dead body. You not go ever agree. Make Igbo man rule. You say until you die, then you will die, and Igbo man will rule Nigeria. You will die, the right person will rule Nigeria. Because you say you not go agree over your dead body. You will not allow the right person to fix this country. Then you will die. The right person will come in and rule Nigeria. Now your back, the person go come in. He go rule Nigeria. Your back. You go there grave where the person go emerge. He go rule Nigeria for us. Because Nigeria is not working. People are dying every blessed day. It's only the important ones that find a way to the social media. Then it goes viral. You and I will talk about it. What about the people that cannot find their way to social media? What about the people? Do you know how many pregnant women that are losing their lives every day? Do you know that a common headache can take people's lives in Nigeria? What a country. It's crazy. It's really, really, really crazy. Some people say, pack your load, leave the country. If I pack as you pack, everybody pack. So we'll just leave Nigeria like this, right? It's so sad that this is where we find ourselves. Very sad, very disheartening. It's heart aching. Heart aching. Nigeria is not working, my people. Nigeria is not working. I just wish for once we can speak in one voice. I just wish for once we can speak in one voice and allow Nigeria to be rescued in 2027. If we allow these people to rule again from 2027, Some Nigerians, you are wicked, cha. I actually saw in a comment section today on Instagram where somebody posted a road, but it didn't mention any name. Then on the comment section, they attacked the person who posted it that you could not give credit to Tinubu on that road. You people hate him so much. Whether you people like it or not, Tinubu will rule again from 2027. Then I look at that comment section, there were a lot of them who left similar comments like that on that comment section. I shook my head. I said, wow. Wow. Then I went to 3 of them, their pages, and I get to know that these are Yoruba people with what I saw there. I'm not here to attack my Yoruba people because I have the good ones here. In fact, as they talk now, 2 of them, they are already on the panel with me. These are proper patriotic Yoruba people, Nigerian. Me, I'm a Igbo man. I want an Igbo man to be a president. I'm not an Igbo man. Let's say it how it is. Now, what can we do? What can we do to reverse the belief, the mindset of this set of people, to let them know that you are sinking? If you are sick tomorrow, you will die. You will die. That's why I said yesterday that the girl that died through the snake or whatever, or died by bitten by the snake, I went through her page. May I so rest in peace. I went through her page from beginning to the end. I went through all activities, our chats and comments on Twitter, now X. Moderator, I can see you. I went through there. And at the end of the day, I could not see a place where this guy ever talk about the bad governance or bad government or bad leadership that we have been facing. I didn't see any. In case you not see, now which they tell me not see. But do you know what came to my mind? What came to my mind was, who knows if this girl was part of the people that normally say, "You not concern me, you not concern me, you not concern me. After all, my business is doing well. I can feed myself. I can feed my family. I have a roof over my head. Then wait till the Nigeria, you not concern me." Who knows? Because a lot of Nigerians are in this category. But in the process, the same "you not concern me" can concern you. I've said that in different times on this platform. The same "you not concern me," it later can concern you. You were bitten by a snake. You went to the hospital yourself, and they could not treat you. You went to the second one, they could not treat you. You died in attempt going to the third one, right? Now, for those of us listening to me now, that stay in the category of "it not concern me," God protect my family for me. Anything will concern Nigeria, not in my business. Or some of you in abroad are saying, "What are you doing there? What are you doing there?" Don't worry. One way or the other, this same Nigeria thing will affiliate and connect you. Then it will concern you. Now, ordinary embassy, you go for America, UK, in Europe, Canada, it don't already concern you. I don't know if I'm speaking. It will concern you. Because this habit of "it don't concern me, I'm not there, I want jackpot, I want to do this, I want to do that," it's crazy. But I'd like to read this again. A man could become the next victim of the evil he celebrates today. Don't defend evil because it favors you now. It could work against you the next minute. Okay, some of you might say, "No, I don't defend evil now. I don't defend evil." But you are part of the category that is saying, "It not concern me, it not concern me, it not concern me." Or you are part of the people that is always saying, "I rebuke, I forbid, I cast." We are in big, big trouble in Nigeria. Like I've always said, I just pray. May a day not come where someone like me can say, I'm tired. I just pray. To be honest, I just pray. It's not cheap to be in Nigeria. It's very, very, in fact, it's extremely expensive to be here. You will not understand because some of you that might argue this might be one of the people who visit Nigeria, just spend 1 month and you go back. You say, no, not to, until you living inside here. In case you don't know, I live inside Nigeria more than I live in the UK since 2018. I just pray. May a day not come. Can say, I'm done. I just pray. You might not value me today. They say, what you don't value until you lose it. Nigeria is not working. I just wish all of us will learn. It's not working. It's not working. I appreciate every one of you right there. Let me take some calls. Mr. Simon, thanks for calling in. Good evening to you, sir. Talk to us. Mr. Simon, you're not talking.
I didn't back up for the country there.
Okay, thank you, sir. Talk to us. Thank you.
I agree with the panelists. Now, so in the country view, Nigeria, to move forward that problem for them. See the way they talk now. They say that and the Nepal lights, we did get Nigeria lights. On that, they break down again, they get lights. And they say they see people pay money. Say Nigeria, they use light anyhow. Say they work more for us. They go on AC down, on fridge down, they don't go over. Say that they use the light anyhow. Now, someone they talk today for news. Now, this Nepal official. So, they don't increase the tariffs, they pay another money. As for the government of the country, the Tinubu don't owe to that man, a man of it. So that man don't owe finish. He don't owe. Does not be man of 73 years. If I see my father, if I see Tinubu, they know who don't owe. Tinubu don't owe to me. No, just come back for this treasury. So make it just go rest. Now the small 484 now. So now they don't go rest for abroad again. They rule from abroad for that side. See the Nigerian and this what they call this award we no get. See the way they pity for the video now about all those things, all those we didn't follow. The Nigerian never ready to so they take back their country. They know who ready at all. They're not ready to take back their country. Now just to the celebrities, all those things that they follow. When they reach for maybe for election or anything at all, they wait for money, they all collect on that day. They're not ready. In short, they're not ready to move the country forward. Nobody walk by. That's the problem in the country. They know you're already at all. And the government and the rule, they're not ready to face the contract. All of them go abroad for treatment. Just come on snake bite. Like that innocent girl. So now so you help your Ghana.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Callers, just call in now. I will not call nobody back this evening. Please call in now, because I have so many people on the panel. Once I go to the panel, I'm not picking any call today anymore. You people just be calling in now. Unless you are not following the live, communication. Because by now, somebody don't talk finished and nobody don't call. And I have more than 7 missed calls here. I will not call nobody back today because it's becoming an habit. Thank you, Mr. Joseph Forgy. Talk to us, sir. Good evening to you.
Well, Mr. Elvis, I want to thank you very much. Thank you for that video concerning your water. Thank you. May God bless you for what you do. I really think it's a nice, real insight. I was almost in tears. An outsider coming to help us. Mr. Elvis, it's a total shame. Shame on Nigeria. I'm telling you, shame on all of us. It's a total, look at what that young man was quoting. It's a total shame. That video you played, what a shame. Shame on Nigeria as a whole. I'm telling you. You see, when Donald Trump said, useless, he's not that statement. He paints one. But then, that's the reality. That's the reality of our country. It's a total shame. That statement you made about traveling to Nigeria and then 1 or 2 weeks and you come back. The same thing with UK. Nigerians coming here on holiday, always people who think serving the government, they come and spend 1 or 2 weeks here. They don't know anything about the UK. They don't know anything about abroad. It's a different thing. It's until when you come and live the life here, say you're a student, then you start working in this country, then you now know this country, how it is. You are totally right. If you don't live there, you would know. You would know.
Exactly.
Thank you, sir. Experience, that young lady's experience in the hospital, it's not fun. It's something that is happening every day. General Hospital. You see, take that General Hospital there, the one opposite Police College. General Hospital, there's nothing like it. Their pharmacy is empty. There is a pharmacy, a private pharmacy in front of that police, the garage, petrol garage.
You mean in the Keja, right?
Yes, that's where they direct all the medicine. Even the one given to them free UNICEF, they give free condom, examination gloves. Meet those nurses in the hospital here. They all have everything in their bags. They sell it to patients. This is given to them free condom, given to them by UNICEF and examination gloves. They selling it to patients. Nurses are the one dishing out paracetamol, everything.
All right,
because
thank you.
when the allocation form, director will take his own share, other doctors will share it. I'm telling you, I was informed by the daughter of Dr. Ajayi in Costain, Alaba Road. He was the one that told me. She told me everything that is going on. They share all this medicine among them. And when you want to help you, after prescription, they will now direct you. Go to that chemist. You will get original there.
Thank you, sir.
And you go and buy.
Let's move on.
That's what is happening. I'm telling you. And here is the thing is totally messed up.
Thank you, sir.
Including civil servant.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Messed up.
Thank you, Mr. Joseph Orji. God bless you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, Madam Deborah. Thanks for calling in.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening to you, ma'am. Talk to us.
Mr. Elvis. Good evening to everyone. You are welcome to today's program. So let me first of all start with the sad news of that young lady that passed away. It's just unfortunate that we keep saying the same thing over and over and over again, but obviously there's no any indication that it's going to change. This is only because this girl is popular, or she's somebody who is a little bit important. That's why we are even talking about it.
Exactly.
But I can guarantee you that there are many, many people that die in Nigeria every day from things that they are not supposed to die from. It's a system that is not working, and the people are not ready to make it work. Okay, in the video that you showed, is a white man that is speaking for people who have been persecuted, people who have lost their homes, people.
Because our people that are supposed to speak, they are fighting for Davido to win a Grammy. So a white man have to come and speak for us now.
And it's somebody who is a white man that is speaking, and you have a governor in that state that does not even care about his people, and the same people in that state do not even care about their own people. This is a country where we have celebrities, we have pastors, we have that the GO.
Nobody cares.
They don't care. And the same people, Pastor Chris Okafor came back after 1 month of resting at home, and they gave him a heroic welcome after committing atrocities. The church members were welcoming him back like a hero. So, Mr. Elvis, when you see things like this, it really makes you wonder. It makes you wonder, do these people really want a... Me, I don't understand. Because their actions does not portray the actions of people who care about the things that are happening in Nigeria. They are rather concerned about who is going to win Grammy Award. As if they win the Grammy Award, it's going to do anything good. It's going to change the situation in Nigeria. So it is something that honestly, if you begin to look at it, the case of Nigeria look like a case that does not have the cure. You know, sometimes when you are looking at a health condition and you cannot even figure out what kind of treatment, there's no cure for the sickness. That's the way this Nigeria situation is beginning to look like.
Okay.
Because you will not even see a way out. Okay, the same country now, we are, I think it was yesterday or so where you're saying, can an Igbo man, why is it that an Igbo man cannot rule Nigeria? Do you know that the recent history book that was written about the history of Nigeria, they omitted the history of the Igbo race from among all the tribes. They put Fulani, Hausa, they put Yoruba, they put Benin Kingdom, they put, I think, a number of tribes, the history of a number of tribes in Nigeria, and they omit the Igbo tribe.
What is
So are
shame?
you telling me that it is a mistake? And the book was written by a Yoruba author. I think 3 Yoruba. I saw an example. So you say that it is something that they have already planned. In my opinion, the possibility of Peter Obi becoming as an Igbo man ruling Nigeria,
It's very
I don't know
slim.
how that is going to be possible.
Very, very slim.
Because the gang up against that
It's too much.
is very, very strong.
Yes, sir.
If they could write a history book and omit one of the major tribes in Nigeria, not even mention anything about them in the history of Nigeria, what does that tell you? So,
We're in trouble.
and again, if they think we can, you see, there's no any country that can develop in the midst of injustice. So, in my opinion, if they actually think that they are punishing
All right.
the Igbo
Let's move on.
people, I believe that they are just punishing themselves, because if you continue to show injustice, look at how the whole country is now, including the people who are perpetuating this hate against the injustice. Look at the situation of Nigeria. Nothing is working. Nothing is working. So we have a long way to go. We have a long way to go. Nigeria is in a mess. Is in a mess.
Thank you, ma'am.
And whether we like it or not, whatever people are afraid of, one day it will still happen. It will happen in
Thank
that
you.
country. Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, Madam Deborah.
Thank you.
God bless you. What
Yes.
a wonderful submission. Yes, Peter Obi becoming the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is very, very slim. Yes, and we are just doing our part, but very, very slim. If it happens, the celebration will last for more than throughout the whole 4 years Peter Obi will be in office. Nigerians will still be celebrating. It's very, very, very slim. Let's be honest. But meanwhile, I would like to play this video for awareness purposes.
I saw in the news where a young lady died of snake venom. She was bitten by a snake and she died. They didn't know what to do. Neem is a powerful antidote to venom, powerful herb that neutralizes venom from snake, scorpion, or any animal that has venom. You just chew some leaves from it immediately. Okay, it will neutralize the venom immediately. Okay, stopping it from causing damages, even deaths. Another herb that is potent is bitter leaf. It is everywhere in our houses. If you are bitten by any animal that has venom, bitter leaf, neem is a good one. Okay, we call this herb Costus afar. In Igbo, we call it opete. It is a powerful anti-poison. A powerful anti-poison, anti-venom. If you eat anything that you don't trust, chew it immediately. Okay, it looks like sugar cane. You just have to cut it like this, the way you eat your sugar cane, peel it the way you peel your sugar cane, and chew it immediately. It is anti-venom, anti-poison. Another powerful herb too is this one we call touch and die. Okay, the botanical name is Mimosa pudica. If you touch the leaf, it will pretend to be dead while it is not. After some minutes, it will come out fresh again. If you boil it and drink a tea from it, it's a powerful antidote to venom as well. So these herbs are potent. Do you know how many people that are bitten by snakes and scorpion and other poisonous animals every day? Do you know how many hunters we have, okay, that are bitten by snake every day? Do you see them in the hospital? No. Do they die? No. They have the antidote. There are a lot of herbs that can do that. These ones are the ones that are common. Name is everywhere, even in the cities. Okay, if you are bitten by any animal that has venom, chew some neem leaf. It will neutralize it. If you have bitter leaf around you, is another good one. If this one is one that is available around you, cost you so far, you take it. If it is this one as well, it's also a powerful anti-venom. Even if you want to go to hospital to fulfill all righteousness, okay, the person will not die. These are common herbs that even a newborn in our villages knows that it is anti-venom. Once they are bitten by any poisonous animal, they will chew it immediately. Bitter kola is another good one. That is why you see hunters, okay, always have bitter kola in their mouth in case they are bitten by a snake or any other animal, okay, in the forest. If I tell you how many people that are bitten by snake every blessed day, the hunters, okay, and our people, some of them in the village, you won't believe it. They don't die of snake venom. They know what to do. The person can't die. Okay, it neutralizes the power of venom.
Okay, please, my Edo people, what's these names called in Edo State? This leaf, I don't know that particular leaf, but I think there's a name it's called in Edo State. Can somebody, any Edo person listening to me, that names, I'm aware of the bitter leaf and the other one, mimosa and all that, but the name, what is it called in Benin? Because you mentioned the name in Igbo language, but I don't know what it's called in Benin. Mr. Odua and I know all this thing. You know, Mr. Odua is like a native doctor to us here. You know, if anybody knows, please let us know later on. But yeah, I just wanted, if I wish the girl knows say all this day, common bitter leaf, you know, say it can help. You know, for her go pack man, make it she scrub am the drink. But fortunately, she's no, she's no more. I appreciate you all. Let's start talking. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Please help us to press on the like and help us to share. Also press on the dollar sign if you can to support what we do here. Uh, okay, thank you. Let me call on the first person on the panel, which is Mr. Alabo. Mr. Alabo, please, I'd like you to talk to us, or you want me to go to Mr. Jonathan first?
Thank you, Mr. Elvis. Yeah,
Thank you,
let
sir.
me just speak quickly because I may not be to the end. Thank you, sir. Sorry, Mr. Jonathan. And thank you, everyone. Good evening, Mr. Elvis. God bless you for what you do. Mr. Give us our mandate, Madam Patricia, Madam Rita, and ECBD. Thank you, everyone on the panel.
Yes,
I
please,
do.
sorry, Miss. Sorry, sir. 1 minute. Yes, thank you, Shibike. God will bless you. Dogoyaro. Yes, that's what I was suspecting. That thing looked like Dogoyaro's leaf, but I wanted to get it from someone. Shibike, now God will bless you. That's the name that I know for it. Okay, all right. Thank you. Go ahead, Mr.
And
Alabo.
there is one of them there she showed there, which we'll call it, I think, 21 sickness. Only that leaf can cure 21 sickness. So people who live in the village, they know most of those things. Just that if you kept quiet, because I remember a lady that died in my place. She went into the bush to, I think, to do her farm.
Which one can cure the 21 sickness? Which one? Is it the touch and
He,
died?
he gave one of them, yeah, where she show. That one, yeah, where they there. It's called a 21 sickness.
Which one? The touch
Which,
and died?
yes, that live there. That one where they sing, where they like say don't die. That touch under yeah, where
Okay,
she they
okay,
raise.
touch and died. Okay,
Uh,
yes. Okay,
so
see.
a lot of these things there, we match on it. We just cut them off. A lot of them are medicinal. Already God have told us that these things is for medicine for us. It's well. So somebody died because she didn't mention. When they ask her what happened, she just feel she says she doesn't know what happened to her. When they noticed she started foaming, before they could come, the thing has already got into the chest. Because if she had mentioned, oh, she felt a snake bite, or because the snake is very fast, once you hear that, pop, they are out. You won't even notice. So when you see that place, look at yourself. And when you raise concern around the village, it's difficult for you to hear that, except it take long time and it goes beyond. People around there, common people on the village, they know that you have to tie the leg. Those are common things. Tie the place so that it will not go. People growing up is something you will be aware of around the village. Even the lady, she is aware of that. That was why she was able to tie herself, trying to seek the English solution. But unfortunately, luck ran out of her, which is so sad. It's not what we pray for. We're talking about electricity, Mr. Elvis. It's part of the problem we have. Somebody called in, say, one of the NEPA officials. My brother is not NEPA official, so that is the minister of electricity. Oh. That is minister of power. I mean, yeah. It's the minister of power that is talking like that, like a tout, telling Nigerians that you don't off like that, you leave people in abroad, they manage. Yes, people in abroad will manage because they have meter. You know that you want to do your meter in your house. You are the one to manage how you want to use your light. If you want to leave your freezer, you are in a cold place. You don't even need all those freezer. You kept things, your things are frozen. People manage electricity. Yes. Does that mean the government are coming to tell you, why did you on your light and keep? You are the one that will pay at the end of the month. So you just see a minister that people will think is learned will come out and be speaking like it. And people who sat around him, they were sitting down wondering, why is this man talking like this? See, all of them were shocked when he was talking about that nonsense coming out of his mouth. Provide the electricity, sufficient one for people. What is your problem? Let the electricity be available for the band. Hey, you even said. You have the meter there. Anybody want to, the money is coming to you. It's not your problem. You are not making the thing available. You are talking about somebody who on light and left. Is that an excuse for the collapse of the grid? Is that an excuse that you cannot make it to get to the rural area where people are there in the rural area who are not even experiencing electricity? Because this is part of the thing you are talking about, reducing poverty. If electricity get to the rural area, every corner of Nigeria, you don't know how many jobs you will generate. A lot of people begin to do things will begin to come out. You will not understand until you have that electricity across the country for people. You are not doing that and you are complaining that people left. Is that the reason why the grid is collapsing because of inferior material people will use? Yes, it will continue to collapse because you budgeted for something that is 1 billion you put. Inside that same 1 billion, you people will do your standard, you will do your criminality and reduce, steal all the money. At the end, the material that will come will be the fake one to carry out the operation. And in next month, you come and say there is a grid collapse. Why won't it collapse when you are using fake equipment? It will continue to have this problem. Nigeria, there is a serious problem we have. So I want you to check. This is something I'm just appealing to people. Go and make research of every state governor, their budget for feeding. The last one for Tinubu, which I am aware, many Nigerians are aware, I think it's about 10 billion or 9 billion, if I'm not mistaken, for feeding alone for Tinubu. About 10 billion naira for a president to feed. That one is not the first lady budget is not included. That is for Tinubu to feed. So if you divide Tinubu feeding alone, that 10 billion, or let's use 9 billion naira. Let me not make mistake, but I know it's around that area. 9 billion divided by 12 in a year. That should give us about 750 million. 750 million for a month for President Tinubu to eat. Then divide that 750 million into 30. Let's just use 30. 30 days. So in a day, Tinubu is eating 25 million naira. 25 million. Yes, it's what Tinubu eat in a day. 25 million naira is what Tinubu eat in a day. Which occasion will you spend for food to that extent to feed millions of Nigeria or thousands of people that will gather for your occasion, that you will spend that to feed people? I know some people spend for food, but to feed, so consider how many. So how many people is Tinubu feeding? Everyone around Tinubu have their budget. First son have his own budget. First lady have his own budget. First daughter, the Aloja, have their own budget. But yet, inside that same place. So the wastages that is going to politicians alone, the same people that told you we came into the country not because of your money, we are rich. They are the people sinking your country. They are the people taking so much away from your country. Tinubu cannot stay in Nigeria for 1 month or 2 months. Yes, because he's scared of his life. He doesn't feel safe. He doesn't trust the military. If he comes, he doesn't sleep, he doesn't have, Tinubu only have peace of mind in abroad. That is why he travels. When they told him the story of a coup that was plotted when he was in Imo State, he peed on his knicker. He peed. Our president peed. He was scared. That is why you ask yourself, why is he traveling? 1 second, he's out of Nigeria. Because he doesn't trust the country, doesn't trust anybody. If he's safe in France, in every place he will be going, if he's safe. But Nigeria, he feel they will come to buy him, take his life. It's so sad that we have gone to this stage. This mistake happened in 2023. You talk about those ethnic bigots, those of them who think Emilokong is our own. They are the same people that are demolishing their house. They have moved them away without providing any primary place for them to stay. It will reach you. Whenever you will be reading here that evil, like which you support today, it will definitely work against you tomorrow. You know, concern is always things people say, okay, you think you're in abroad. Most of us who are in UK today, UK deceive a lot of people during the COVID. What do they say? Come into our country, they change the policy and said this, come, okay, 5 years, you will have this, you will be this, come and work with us, this is the salary, how it is invited. If you are coming to school, we'll have bonuses for you. A lot of us will kick in and do, okay, let's go do masters, let's go and do like this. At the middle of the game, today they are debating what? If whether they will consider you to stay for 10 years or 12 years for you to have your IR. So wherever you think you are, there is no place like your home. So when you are saying, some of us will come out and be crying every day, we want a better Nigeria. Those people will wake up one day and tell you, go and ask questions. Deputy Prime Minister in this country, in UK, they send him back to his country. That is a double. So whenever you think that you are here, you are in America, you are in Australia, you are in Canada, oh, the problem of Nigeria no concern me, leave it for them. Anything they want to do in their country. One day, the far right wings will wake up one day and say, we know one day, before you know, you will think I have spent 20 years in this place, my children are citizens, I born them here. They will tell you they don't know you that time. That country you refuse to discuss about, to fight for it to get better, will be the last resort for you. You will not have any other option. You will go back. And that insecurity you support, you say Tinubu is the best. You will all go and go. They will continue. They have the money to send their children to go back and do any studies just to stay there. They can sponsor, have the money. You might not have that power to sustain yourself. In reading, you do your master's, you do your PhD. How many will you study when they will continue to push you? How many of you have that resources? But politicians will continue doing, push their children out of the thing. Just go and study anywhere you want to study. Whether you want to study for 20 years, continue your study. And the country of Nigeria will continue to be in you. Their children are not there, nothing concerns them. It's not their own. But you who is encouraging them, supporting, thinking that it no concern you. You don't want to join the force. People are talking. Say these people are just talking trash. They say you where they abroad, waiting can concern you for Nigeria issue. That time will come, you will know that there is no place like home. There is no place like home. No be Mr. Elvis, then Nigeria so. He's crying today, want it to be better. He comes to us and told us there is no place he enjoyed there more than here. He's a British citizen. But you cannot compare it to say here. The comfort, the rest he have, the way he feels in Nigeria is different in entirely because you cannot cheat nature. That is nature. That is your home. Even most of you are abroad, you are still sleeping, you are dreaming. You see yourself every time in Nigeria. You have not dreamed one day where you see yourself abroad, but you are living in abroad. That is your origin. That is you. It's nature. It's you. So when you think, it no concern me, don't come out for Nigeria, let it be Nigeria problem. When they wake up one day, as is happening in UK today now, many people now will begin to think of where they want to go again. How long will you continue spending resources migrating? Do you know what it is to come over to the UK or go to any country? You spend resources to pay for school fees for you to get to that place. People spend 15,000 pounds, 20,000 pounds, depends on what you want to study. 10,000 depends on the year you came in. So people pay, people borrow money. Some people sold their property. And today you've come and you believe, I will have my this thing. I came in 2021, they deceived us with, after the COVID, they needed staff, people to come and work. And now people are there at the middle of the game, they are changing the goalpost. Is it not affecting you? Can anyone change goalposts like that for you in your own country? It is your home. That is why even no matter how they have sold their safe and betray our people, I was happy to hear my uncle Asari talking today, like someone who have a feeling or a good heart, even though we don't trust them anymore. The North are saying, okay, you can't take our gold to where to Lagos to go and refine. But they took our oil. They are building pipe to take it to Morocco. We don't even have the gas. We can't have access. My village that oil wells and gas is there. You go to play around the manifold. You see them around, but you don't know people don't know the value of things. People from outside are the one coming, taking. Even to give you job opportunity, you will see strangers coming in. See, abusing your ladies in your village with little money of naira in their resources when they are supposed to be a slave to them. It's what we are suffering in Niger Delta. I'm an Ijaw man. This is what we are suffering. We don't have what I will keep telling you. We don't have hospital. But we have what is sustaining Nigeria. And one man is taking those resources. But today, they discover oil in Lagos. Lagos are managing it. Nobody is hearing about how Lagos oil is happening. They have discovered a lot of things in Nasarawa State. Which resources do they use in doing those things? It was the Niger Delta resources they used to discover all those oil in Lagos. They used to do, if you know how much Nigeria government spent just to mine for oil, for them to discover it in the north, it's still our resources from the crude oil of Niger Delta. Yet, we are the most affected people. What will I be doing? I will come abroad to go and be doing, if you know where I come from. I will come abroad. The way people in Dubai is allocated to their family. You have your chairs, you decide where you want to work. But in Nigeria, instead, the Northerners are the one enjoying them. And few of our politicians who have betrayed, then we are suffering with the kind of resources we have. Today, you have your gold and you say, nobody, the gold belongs to you, but the oil in Bayelsa State, the oil in the Ijaw land and Igbo land, the gas is there, belong to Jigawa State because you people own Nigeria. Nigeria is sad though, what is happening? A day is coming we might not be able to control because the people are boiling. We have reached a certain temperature where you will not be able to control the explosion. That is why our politicians will never change. They will never repent from the evil they are doing. But I'm talking directly to you, the citizens of Nigeria. We must wake up and know that there is no place like home. Protect your home. Speak out now. Don't keep quiet. Don't wait until it reaches you. I keep telling you that you might think, this thing is not affecting me. I will not go for election. I won't get my PVC. What is my problem with it? If these useless people, the least among us, the worst among us, continue to get access to power, their policy is what you are suffering. Their policy is why you do not have roads. Their policy is why you do not have electricity. Their policy, why you call yourself an intellectual, what do they use you for? You see a professor sitting down to rig election for useless people. A student is taught in school, in classroom. He will be rigging election for them and they will be commanding them. They became useless to them. It's a sad reality for us in Nigeria. We must wake up and unite as a people for us to take back our country from this criminal element. A new Nigeria is coming, and that new Nigeria is possible. Together, we will get it done. Thank you, Mr. Elvis.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Alabo. Thanks for your submission. God bless you. I would like us to move on. Before that, I'd like to appreciate you, Serving Gear Omede. Thanks for the super chat. God bless you. My first super chat today. God bless you. I'm very, very grateful. Mr. Jonathan, please talk to us, sir. Good evening to you.
Yeah, Mr. Elvis, how are you doing?
Yes, I'm fine. Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Thank God.
God bless you for the good work you are doing. I greet you once again. And my fellow panelists, I greet you all. You're all welcome. And Mommy Diaspora, good evening. God bless you greatly. And all the commenters and all the callers, I greet you all. You're all welcome. God bless you all greatly. Today I just want to, touch on that. One of the reasons why I joined the platform, I was engaged. I was following the broadcast, but I was thinking that maybe I will have time to join. But I was really pushed to just join the platform when you started showing the video of the American guy at Yewata. That was what actually, prompted me today. And I felt that, I hope that many of our panelists will, push their voice on this one. I think it is important that we all say something on this one, because it takes a human art, a real art of, when you talk of compassion, talk of mercy, which is what the scripture, which is what Christ preached. That is it in real life. That is just it in real life. But as I always say, Nigerians were so cunning, we're so deceptive, and we're so pretentious, set of people. We can pretend so much, and that is what is, buying the country, literally just putting the country under, Like, for example, I will still come back to this one because for me, that is the centerpiece of today's broadcast for me. That's a video of that guy. But I'll quickly say this. The video of, I was watching the video of Arise News when they had this interview with their chief editor, Sambo, and Ayo presented that segment, introduced that segment of the broadcast. That is the problem. Just look at her. I want to say this right off the bat ahead. Shame on you, Ayo. Wherever you are, shame on you. So shame on you. Today is what you did, your comment. That how far do you want to go in that house? And I don't know who you are working for.
You are protecting your pocket, your income. I understand that. But you cannot in one breath be saying that you want a good Nigeria. And when you now see the obvious truth, you will try to misalign it, misrepresent it. You said that singular word. You did your presentation. And then you said, Mr. Peter Obi claimed that Tinubu spent 23 days in Nigeria. In other words, it's not true. It is only Mr. Obi that is claiming so. Did Tinubu not spend 23 days out of the entire month of outside Nigeria, out of the entire days in January 2026? So what is claimed there? What are you trying to spin? You think you can spin words? You think because you believe that, first of all, many Nigerians are dumb anyway, those that are listening, you think people just waste their data to watch you, to listen to you? How many Nigerians, we just heard today, there is no light anyways. By the time you are doing your broadcast on TV in the morning, starting around 8 a.m. or between 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. Nigerian time, how many people even have electricity to watch your nonsense? How many? And those that have the capacity, who can afford data, or who have generator or solar, who are watching your program, those are the people. You think they are dumb?
Mr. Jonathan, you muted yourself again.
Sorry about that. So Sambo came in and he laid it out as a journalist. That's what you're supposed to do as a journalist. You have to be fair and balanced. What is claim? For crying out loud. Mr. Tinubu spent 23 days outside Nigeria in 2023. Peter Obi, as an opposition politician, brought that out, and you came on national TV and you said Peter Obi claimed. Just look at that. That's how they mislead Nigeria on a daily basis, misrepresent facts because of your paymaster. What the heck? Shame on you. As simple as it is, Mr. Tinubu spent 23 days outside Nigeria. Simple. And then go on, let the person you brought in, let him come and say his own side of it. It took Sambo to come in and put the record and set the record straight that yes, indeed, Mr. Tinubu spent, and and that the government of Tinubu should take it in good faith. It is the right opposition position that they stated it out. That's what they do every day on that Arise News. It's only someone like Rufai who is still maybe, up there, a little bit up there. I'm not giving him 100% at this point in time. No, I'm not giving him, but it's still above he still keep the standard of journalism to be balanced. We're not saying you should support anybody. At least be fair. At least be balanced. At least be truthful. Don't mislead. So an ordinary person that listens to your broadcast will think that Tinubu did not actually spend 23 days outside Nigeria. It was just one man who is claiming that was what happened. So mischievous. Terrible. And shame on you for using that word. Though I listen to Sambo, yeah, I agree with him on that one. I agree with him on the shenanigans that they went to Turkey to pull off, signing bilateral agreement that has been previously signed, just doing it over. I said the other day, they just put it under the table. That's all. Nothing will happen because it has been signed over and over and over and over again. It was just a show, photo ops. That's what that trip was all about. And coming back to the issue of the day for me, the crisis, the insecurity, the Middle Belt region of Nigeria. The guy, I watched it, and It's so emotional. I mean, it's so emotional tape that video. If you have art, so many lines that guy said. Where do I want to start from? He said, you cannot claim Christ and do nothing on this. Wow. You can't claim Christ and do nothing on this. The scripture is clear. God cannot be mocked. I am moved myself. I'm ready to partner with any group, anybody in Nigeria that really want to go in. Not anybody who is ready to do this. It cannot just be talk alone. Our churches, our religious leaders, they have failed us. I will go to church, they will say, especially this Pentecostal, shame on them. I'm not ashamed. I'm open to say this morning. I mean, today on this broadcast. You go there, they'll be collecting offering left, right, and center. There's one they call mission offering. What is mission offering for crying out loud? When people are refugees in your own country, you will say mission offering. They collect it. As an insider to some extent, I can say there are millions of dollars floating in that account. Millions. They collect mission offering. We have Mission Sunday. Those that are Pentecostal will judge me right. They know the church I'm talking about. We have Mission Sunday, where they push it so hard. Parishes you must collect and you must remit. You must remit back to to your zone, and then to your area, to your zone, and to region, and then to the provincial level. You must remit that mission offering. Where all this money? Where are Nigerians, mainstream organizations like churches, NGOs, the billionaires, the millionaires in Nigerians? Where are they? Doing nothing. How can someone, he said again, I will end on this. I will quote him on this because I wrote it down. Really touched me. He said, how can someone else from another country come to your own country to help your people? How? And doing nothing. Shame. So shameful. And we have churches all over the place. Organizations all over the place. You don't see their presence in that place. Nothing. Rather, romancing with the crooked, criminal, satanic government that is in place. God will help us, and God will have mercy on all of us. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I will leave you there for now. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. God bless you, sir. Thanks for saying it how it is. Okay, Madam Patricia, thank you very much, man. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Good evening, Mr. Elvis. Happy New Month to everyone. Thank you again, Mommy Diaspora. Good evening. It's great to be here, and all the panelists at Mr. Labo, Mr. Jonathan, give us our mandate, Madam Rita, Easy Busy. Yeah, good evening to you all. Please hit on the like button, and thank you for your super chat to Mr. Elvis. God bless you richly. Nigeria, Mr. Elvis, the lady, that girl, that 25 years old girl that just died because of the snake bite. It's so sad, but that's what you get in a country or assumed country that is not working. Yeah, because I don't know how in this day and age, how can anybody die because a snake bite them? It's really, really, really not something to be heard, you know. These are these are not supposed to, these are things not supposed to be heard at all. Yes. But again, it boils down to electricity. You mentioned it already, Mr. Ellis. Electricity, yes, is a major problem in Nigeria. Electricity, not having constant light, all those kind of things cannot be kept just like that. They have to be kept in a temperature, you know, um, a cool temperature, not in that temperature that can be up to 30 degrees. It's not possible. So yeah, it boils down to that. And all these leaders, these so ruiners of Nigeria, they've decided that Nigeria will remain in darkness. Because why? If light comes, darkness will go. What is darkness? That darkness, everything evil is darkness, and everything evil happens when there is darkness. If there's light, constant light in Nigeria, do you know that not only will Nigeria prosper, not only will people be more productive, but the criminality as well would drastically, reduce. Criminality will drastically reduce. Yes. So, but they want the country this way so that they can keep looting and stealing what they cannot finish now. So that's why nobody cares, and it's a shame. And Mr. Mita will be, talking about the Bola Tinubu's 23 days of absence. Yes, it's right. Why not? Is he not in the opposition? He's in the opposition. That is doing what an opposition should be doing. And really, why is Tinubu? Why has he run away from Nigeria for 23 days? I mean, Tinubu was not in Nigeria for New Year now. I can't remember that he was in Nigeria for New Year. I think he left before New Year. So, what are we talking about? He left because he has nothing to give now. That's the reason. Because have you ever seen a father that will leave their house? A father and a mother that will leave their house on a special occasion like this, a New Year, before, to go to other people's house to go and spend whatever there. It's not possible because they know that they have responsibility. They have to direct the children. They have to make sure they show the children how it's done. But not Tinubu, because he have nothing to show. That's why. He has nothing to give. He has nothing to offer. We heard other people, having live broadcast to their people. But Tinubu was nowhere to be found. Was it not normally the audio, whatever the pre-recorded one they said they played? So, I mean, it's obvious that he doesn't have anything to offer. Yeah, Peter for Nigeria is very right. When he talked about the civilian coup. Yeah, it was a civilian coup Tinubu did on Nigeria when he says, grab it, snatch it, and run away. Yes, they are arresting people that they said they are plotting coup against him. But what about the coup that he plotted against Nigerians? What about that coup? Because it was a coup. If it was not Tinubu that started it, to say grab it, snatch it, and run away with it, I don't think what's it called? Oluomo would have been able to would have been able to be in that gathering and be saying that Ele Iyashiku do not come and go vote. So these are the things. So I think the same thing that happened, even apart from Mahmoud, Tinubu too is complicit. He's supposed to ask him. I know that definitely there will come a day that the right person, when the right person is in place, all these people. That's why for me, I don't believe anybody that said they will not probe them. I don't believe in that person. Yes, I cannot believe in anybody that will tell me that they will not probe them when they have the opportunity to be in that seat. you know, and then you tell me you will not probe them. So then how? You know, let it be that we say, yes, I will probe them. Let Nigerians fight for you. Not that you tell me you will not probe them. So if you will not probe them, which means it will not be the same now. We don't need all those kind of people. We need the ones who go probe them, because what did Tinubu do? That was civilian coup on Nigerians. It was. Mahmoud is working free. They have compensated him also with ambassadorial role. So what are we talking about? So me, I need somebody when you go there bold say yes, all of them will be prosecuted. That me I need. Yes, nobody will come tell me say maybe somebody they talk and now you go do it later. I don't believe in that. What you cannot do, you cannot you come on, let me just leave it at that. Yeah. Uh, oh God. The which one was the I think oh, I think I've lost my line of thoughts because of the anyway. The thing is, Nigeria is not a working country. Yeah, Asari Tokubo came out about the gold that they said they will not refine in Lagos. Yeah, we have been shouting here and will continue to shout because I don't see any reason why the oil in Delta states or in the those states or the gas in the east, you know, will be used to feed Nigerians, feed the north, especially fats, you know, and then our people they are suffering. And then you say the gold is yours, the whatever the every other minerals resources that is found in Nigeria that is in the north is yours. So who is the fool here? It's a bad time. We start, you know, clamoring for that. That no, we cannot have you say you bought any well or whatever, because all these things were done illegally. It was during the military time that all of them they divided it to themselves. So it wasn't what they bought from us, you know, as a people. So they illegally stole it from us. So we can start clamoring for that. And besides that, I believe that this so-called whatever uh, so-called pretending country, because Nigeria is not a country, eh, cannot work. I still believe that it cannot work. I still have that strong belief that it doesn't matter how we try to patch it, rework it, or amend it, it can never ever work. The best thing is that we should go our separate ways. The north should go, the south should go. That's what I see. If not, there is no way, there is no way that we can move on in this country. Yes. I think if we can do that, the ones among us that are corrupt, we will be able to deal with those ones. We will be able to deal with them. But as long as they have people they are hiding under their umbrella to be corrupt, then we are going nowhere. So that's my take on that. Yes, I don't think it will ever work. It can never ever work. So for people hearing me, the earlier we decide that this is uh, how far we go, we are not going beyond it. And then Mr. Heavy, sorry, yesterday you showed something. I just needed to put
Right.
this one too because you never, nobody, I don't think anybody challenged that guy, whether it was whether the Yahoo whatever that was talking about giving a direct instruction that not come out on today. Hello, please, who unmuted? Please mute.
Yes, I've muted him. I've muted him. Go ahead.
Okay, that man, he was saying that he used the word the 13th state of the Biafra, and nobody challenged, nobody said anything about it. Look, please, there's no, you don't, Biafra doesn't have 13 states, oh, but kuna know how una dey that man, now you are the talk to. Una not get 13 states, okay? Una only get 5. So stay with your 5. When they say Biafra, yeah, I know say they are a map that is flying up and down online. Eh? So stay with your 5 states where you get as your Biafra. Delta State and Edo, we are one people. Okay, now because of our location, now they take split the place. We're not supposed to split. We are one people. So please stay. Me, I'm not Biafra, and I can never be Biafra. So that's what it is. It doesn't mean I hate Biafra. No. I know who I am. Okay? So don't stop dragging other people to your Biafra. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I'll leave it like that.
Madam Patricia.
Okay.
Madam
Thank you, ma.
Patricia.
Yes.
Don't be saying agriculture make the separate. Now, Babangida separate data to give him wife, nah? You forget?
No. I said no. Now location. Yes. Now
Don't be saying
location. I made
location. Babangida divide
no,
and give him wife.
no. Not be like that. Not be say you don't know what how they take separator. To start with, let me educate you. On this one. To start with, it was because of allocation. Yeah, that was the first reason. Then Ishekiri people in Delta states, like the way they are always doing, like now. They started again. The capital is supposed to be at Ugeli. Ishekiri people start to say no, they don't want it in Ugeli. They were the ones that caused the confusion that made Babangida made them put a Fasaba. So if you don't know the history, I'm educating you. This is how it happened. It's not because it was Babangida that did. That was not what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be in Ugeli. Ishekiri was saying no. Lala make the car and go that side. I said people they oppress them.
Madam Patricia, I know what I will leave you. Time no day for us to argue this one. I
No,
will break them down for you.
That is what it is. You cannot tell me that you know that one more than me.
All right. If give us time.
All right. No time. You said it. No time. I'm not giving any time this evening. Thank you. We have lots of people on the panel. Thank you very much, Madam Patricia. Give us a mandate. Are you there? Okay, Madam Rita, please talk to us, man. Good evening to you.
Give us a mandate. He wasn't there. Hallelujah. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everybody. My sweet, lovely mommy diaspora. I love you so much. Greetings to everybody in the comment section. And those of you watching from home. Mr. Elvis, thank you very, very much. Happy New Week to everyone. And Happy New Month, too. I don't know where I should start from. Okay, I would like to start from, what I think his name is Mr. Justin, the one who was speaking on behalf of the obedience. I was just enjoying that man's, eloquency and, definitive explanation of what the obedience are, what we stand for, and being unapologetic about it. I was so happy. See, these are the kinds of people we need from Peter Obi's camp. We need people like that guy, continuously talking. Imagine that guy coming to speak with so much confidence. That is the headache of the APC. That's one thing Peter Obi has to champion. He needs a lot of eloquent and informed speakers, vivacious ones that can come online, on TV, even on Twitter, or even speaking in different languages. Listen, if you have that every day, in fact, maybe APC will just kidnap some of them so that they won't be talking, because that is giving them heartache, because somebody is just giving you same blow of truth. Boom, boom, boom. That's what that guy was saying. And he was even educating the so-called leaders of the ADC that this is the route you are supposed to go, because this is our reality. They say we are not interested in politics. Okay, we are interested in politics now. We are tired of this, what did he use? He said horse switching or horse trade. We are tired of it. So now that we are speaking up now, we are tired of people calling us fascists, tired of people calling us like we're rude, disrespectful. Okay, so now we're telling you this is what we want. What other language you want to use again? So this is how we should speak. If anybody comes to tell you, oh, you obedient people are rude, some people say obedient, all sorts of names, it's okay. But have your stand. Do not be intimidated, because These people, they got nothing to sell. They have absolutely nothing to sell. They are just scared of you. They are scared of your potentials. And they know that the fact that you are speaking, you keep speaking more, is scaring the hell out of them. We need more of those guys. Not even Mr. Tanko now. Mr. Tanko, please start sourcing for men and women that can come and speak out like this guy. Because this guy is just a breath of fresh air. I've never seen him before. Even the way he looks with his dreadlocks, he represents, okay, this is what the young man on the streets would look like. But when he's speaking, like, oh, this is an educated person, a person who understands what he wants, what our generation wants, and a person who is not ashamed to say it. That was really, really, that's one of the best programs that I saw today. And I'm just, since yesterday, I was just thinking about the young lady, Naya, who passed on because due to snake bites. Perhaps we should all go back to, I believe in naturopathic medicine. I strongly believe in it because I think naturopathic medicine is the default of this modern medicine we see today. As a matter of fact, many doctors of today, many of them honestly will tell you naturopathic medicine is one of the best way to cure so many things. It's just that the knowledge, people don't take the time. They think it's cumbersome, or it just takes a lot of their time. But naturopathic medicine is very important, and I think everybody, if you have the opportunity, with your kids or people around you, and you have knowledge of using of herbs for different things, even at home, please teach your children. They can say, oh, it smells. Oh, I don't like the way it tastes. It's okay, but teach them. They shall never depart from it. I kid you not. They shall never depart from it. Many of you now, you remember Ori, I think the Yoruba people call it, no, Benin people call it Ori, but I think Yoruba call it Ori. Everybody knows. If you don't know that shea butter, I mean, Oyibo now, they now modernize it. I see it on Amazon. They package it and they tell you, oh, it's shea butter, but we have to call it the name that we need. We use those things for everything. Even with this winter, with the dry skin, it also helps as well. So this lady who passed on because of that snake bite, if people around her or even she herself understood naturopathic medicine, at least even if it's a little knowledge, a bit knowledge, but you can't really know everything. But I'm happy you played that information purpose, Mr. Elvis. So people can recognize dongoyaro, or certain leaves, we can find the botanical name or even the native name. We should have those things, even at home or even around you. You might not need it, but your neighbor or that young girl now, perhaps somebody had one of those herbs or something, will have just told her to chew it and perhaps, be with her to say, okay, this is what you should do. If they tied her hand, maybe the venom won't have spread to her heart. Those things are important. It's so sad. I kept thinking about it yesterday. Like, I can't imagine how her family will be. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine the state of her mind when she was dying. Like, is this how she's just going to die? I can't just imagine. Until it hits home, you will never understand the pain. Until it hits home, you won't understand the pain. You won't understand how rotten our system is. Chiamanda Adichie is in pain. May God console her. But she never understood the rottenness of the entire Nigerian system, not even the medical system, the entire system, until it came close to her. Until it came close to her. Now, perhaps everybody's talking about venom. Every hospital should have, anti-venom, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this girl has to pass on now for the Ministry of Health, the Minister of Health, Commissioner for Health, the governors, the president, all the people in National Assembly, the people who are writing budget for health budget. Is it now they have now realized now that Naya had to pass on for them to realize that, okay, every primary health care center, every hospital should have an anti-venom? Did they just realize it? Okay, what about the useless minister of power? Look at the nonsense. I don't know if you played that video, but I shared that video yesterday, to Nigeria Watch Group. And I mean, this is what somebody, it's really just Adeto said, that guy is not mentally okay. For you to say we should switch off our freezers, but you're not giving us the service. Are you giving us the service? We don't have anything to switch on or off because there's no lights. There's no lights. So you can imagine a hospital that needs the fridge to store this antivenom. They don't even have light. So you see, the entire system is rotten until it comes close to home. You know, you won't know how it feels like. You won't know the depth of the decay of our Nigerian system as a whole, as a whole, completely decimated and decayed. Naturopathic medicine, please teach your children. Please have those little herbs in your house. It's important. It's very, very important. This young lady, she shouldn't have passed on. She didn't deserve to die the way she did. People die because of 500 naira. People die because there's no antivenom. Pregnant women are losing their babies. They're even passing on as well, just because of simple practice of antenatal care they didn't get, wasn't available. Little babies who should have been great men and women, great scientists, they didn't save them because there's no oxygen in the antenatal unit. They don't have it. They don't have enough incubators. Just until it comes close to home, you will not understand. You will not understand. I said, if you go to, I'm just using Edo because I'm from Edo State now. Go to where women are having babies, etc. Just go there. You will cry. Just go there. You will cry. Now, a child born in that kind of environment, what are you going to give that child? What is the state of mind of that child? It's so sad. I just pray, may her soul rest in peace. That's all I can say. May her soul rest in peace. And coming down to Peter Obi, let me tell you guys something. This is what I have come to realize. Madam Patricia, you said something that, we need to start clamoring for, like what the overfed orangutan was talking about. I'm referring to Asari Dokubo was just talking. That was just talking. Gone are the days, without due respect to his journal, the days of Asawana is dated now because Asawana have sold out. All the Asawanas that we know, not just the overfed orangutan, there's several of them. You guys know, Ijo people, they have sold out. So chanting Asawana now is dated. Nobody cares anymore. Nobody respects it anymore. And then the fact that Madam Patricia was saying that, we should start clamoring for, resource control, we should keep our oil and gas, they skip the south. Madam Patricia, with all due respect to you, there's nothing to clamor for right now. Because who are you clamoring to? Is it the National Assembly? Who does the National Assembly answer to? It's not the man from Bodilon. So our talk is just ice water, as far as I'm concerned. That's clamoring is just ice water because it's not going to be implemented. It's not even going to be talked about. It's just going to be laughed at. That's what's going to happen. Moving along, like I was saying, Peter Obi is a movement. I don't know if Peter Obi understands the depth of the power that he has. Satanko and all his handlers, Mr. Elvis, I pray you can just cut this clip and give it to Satanko or people that that are in part of the leadership of the Obedient movement. I do not think Peter Obi understands. Maybe he understands, but he doesn't know the depth of power that he has to become president of Nigeria, irrespective of the fact that the likes of Lai Mohammed and the rest of them who are giving their political permutations that this Igbo thing, they can never make an Igbo man president. We all know that. People even say it, outside Nigeria watch now. People say what they've done to the Igbo that they will not give Peter Obi, that's it. But Peter Obi has so much power. Let me tell you something. For so long in the United States, people never thought a black man will ever be a president. Obama was a movement. That's how he ended up breaking the chain of segregation, breaking that chain of a black man can never be an American president. He became a movement first. From being in the Senate, speaking everywhere, talking, giving impact. He was a typical example of modern day American mixed race child. He was a typical example of a child of a single mother in America. A typical example of a guy who had gone through so much, but he got to one of the best schools in the world, Harvard, because he understood that education is where it's a tool that can make me go up there and inspire people and also break chains, generational chains. Obama was a movement. Donald Trump, if you guys don't know, was also a movement. Yes, Donald Trump became a movement first time. It was like even some of the Democrats started believing in Donald Trump. Donald Trump won. He started speaking to what people talk about on their dining table, what people could not come and talk out. Donald Trump was saying it live, unapologetic about it. He started to awaken the minds of people that felt that, oh, they're being marginalized for, by other races or immigrants. And people started believing it. Mr. Elvis, please, I'm going somewhere. Thank you very much. Peter Obi is also a movement. Peter Obi has the power. He should start speaking up now. Do you know that if they didn't allow Peter Obi open his own, what they call it, a political party, Peter Obi should have come out to tell the world, listen, this is what I make it saying. I need the money. If everybody in our diaspora donates $1, I said, oh, €1, £1 sterling, £1, just $1. Peter Obi, there's no way he will say, oh, we have money. If he had come out, that's why I say, I don't think you understand the power that he has. What will happen is this ADC, their plan is ADC and PDP. If between the two parties, the vote will be split and APC will win. The only solution that can transform Nigeria is not by the ballot. I am not apologetic. I have always said it. I think Nigeria can change through the traditional institution. I don't care what anybody says about the traditional institution that, oh, they feel that, oh, Nigeria, because this traditional institution, they still have power over the people. Take it or leave it. Yes, they take it or leave it. No worry. Speak to any Shekiri, the Shekiris all over the world. They will follow what he says against their government, against Tinubu. I kid you not. I kid you not. The same way Sultan of Sokoto has so much power, regardless of the government of the day. Anything he says, I kid you not, every single Muslim will follow what he says. So that's why I say the ballot is child's play. Mr. Elvis, let me stop here because I wanted to go longer. Let me not be like I'm taking too much time. I'm going to pause here. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Rita. Thank you very much for your submission. I appreciate you, ma. Okay, let's move on to Ogai CBD. Ogai CBD, thank you for your long wait. Good evening to you, sir. Talk to us.
Yeah, hello, good evening, Mr. Niger Watch, panelists, Mommy Diaspora, yes, everyone listening, greetings and good evening. Yes, I've been listening and everyone has spoken well. And I think firstly I'll comment on, where Madam Rita left off, the Peter Obi. I saw the man that was, I think he's called, he's a obedient movement stakeholder. The young man, he spoke very well. And I think some of the reporters, or should I say the anchors on Arise TV, it seems sometimes they make some mistake with, I don't know if it's intentional or if it's mistakes with words, because you hear some of them when they say things like what Mr. Jonathan pointed out that Ayo said, and also the other lady, when they want to talk, it seems like they gave them a play, like a script to read when they are talking about the obedience movement. You hear a lot of gaslighting, and that man did well to stand his ground and let them know that if you're feeling threatened by the obedience of the movement, then you should check yourself. You're the one that has a problem. Check yourself, because they are trying to gaslight the obedience. It's called obedience. It's not ADCDence. So if people tell you obedience or nothing, that is because it's coming from the obedient. Those are Peter Obi supporters. They are not ADC. They are not just ADC supporters. They might support ADC for now because Peter Obi is there, and Peter Obi is running with the platform for, but if Peter Obi is not there, why would you expect them to be there? It doesn't make any sense. So, but when they're talking about those things, there's a lot of gaslighting. They try to, and they talk down a lot on the Peter Obi, because I don't know if it's a psyop though, because it's more like mental conditioning, trying to make people feel like we are going to do this, but we don't want you to react. So we start from now to tell you to behave yourself. But we're not going to listen to that. If they're going to go ahead with their usual corruption and money politics, then Peter obedience will not accept that. So that's how I see it. And for someone like Soludo, uh, I don't know the whole thing. Sometimes there's a little bit of some conflicting reports on that issue of his. But I think the whole thing started with him trying to uh, telling them to open. Then all of a sudden now they came to the point whereby he's telling them that they want to demolish the place for they want to build a modern market and so on and so forth. But it's still the same challenge or the same weakness that I've noticed in Soludo, which is like managing people. Because in terms of economics, the man, some people feel like he's capable and doing some stuff which he can do much better. But you see someone like Alex Oti is doing a lot without conflict with Abia people. Forget about the Agbero political party politicians that are fighting him. But in terms of the Abia people, they are all happy with him. So you should be able to take a cue from how governors like Alex Oti and Peter Mbao of Enugu are doing and how they're handling people. And for him to stop all this is approach. Because if it's all about going back to the shops, there's no way you tell somebody that is self-employed, you mandate him when he should go and open his business. I don't know how does that even work? You don't force somebody that is self-employed to go and open a shop. If you feel like it's okay, if some people are telling you that maybe they are afraid that if they go there on Mondays, they might be attacked, then if you want those people to come back, what you're supposed to do is to make sure you provide adequate security so that people can see that none of that can be tolerated. So that's why I don't believe it's an issue of security. Because if it's an issue of security, how did Enugu and Ebonyi State, how were they able to to successfully end the sit-at-home thing? So it's more about I think they're just playing games. They're just playing games. If you should provide the adequate security that people need and see if people will go or not. But to the best of my knowledge, I think that they just decided they're intentional about not going on Monday. It's more of a solidarity thing, and all that. And maybe some people don't just want to work on Mondays. So why don't you let them do what they need to do? Is their work. After they are working also on Saturdays, they are opening their shops. So it's an ideological thing. If you really want to, if you feel like it's hurting the economy of your state or the revenue or whatever, then you should battle it ideologically, not to use force and be mandating people on when they should open their shop and when they should not open their shop. Then for Asari Dokubo, all those, like Madam Rita said, all those Asawana, is those days that we used to see Asari Dokubo and his some of those his boys. And the way I there's that video he shouted on one of them and he's telling a grown man, shut up your mouth. And now, it doesn't matter how well, I don't blame. I don't know. Let me not say some things that might offend people from that side. But you don't tell a grown man, even though you're shut up your mouth. Especially someone trying to praise you. If you people are quarreling or you're fighting or you're exchanging words, it's understandable. But when somebody is even praising you and you're saying shut up your mouth, well, that's what they have reduced themselves to. Singing praises for somebody that speaks today is talking about Northern oil, tomorrow is threatening America they should come to Nigeria, he will show them. So it's somebody that you cannot count on. He's not reliable. It's someone that has showed you that it's all about looking for influence. somebody that is talking the other day was talking about Tinubu. The other day he talked, you know, the same Asari Dokubo, you won't believe it, Madam Patricia, that the same Asari Dokubo have also pushed for Biafra before. So, so what will you call somebody like that? Now, if you even mention Biafra to him, maybe he would want to. He can even, yeah, he can even shout Asawana on top of your head. So that is the type of person he is. So someone like that, how do you take anything he says seriously? You're talking about the oil that they need to take resource control. Is it somebody like that that if they go and meet him somewhere in the corner and do one meeting, tomorrow you come out and say something totally different? You'll be wondering. With this same man started by threatening fire and brimstone on Wike. Nowadays, he's the number one defender of Wike. So it's sad. I don't know which people. I think the people of the Niger Delta, or Niger Delta. Niger Delta is a lot of people. The people of the Ijo? I think they need to just do the things themselves. They need to stand up for themselves, because obviously, if they're waiting for people, someone like Asari Dokubo, to come and speak for them, nothing is guaranteed there. Then finally, this lady that was bitten by snake. You see, a lot of people have passed on in Nigeria from just simple, it's Nigeria that happened to that girl. People are dying from medical negligence. You know how many people have seen that have had, like, the stories of people passing on in the hospitals. So many. Do you know in Nigeria people are still passing away easily from childbirth? Like, and things that can be avoided. Things that can be easily avoided. Like, some doctors don't even know, like, when there's a problem with, or maybe when there's breech positioning of a baby, to know when to now go for infection and all that. So just minor things people are losing their life over, and it's part of the things that people are facing in Nigeria. It's quite unfortunate that that lady lost her life. It's something that can be easily avoided, but that is what we are seeing. I've heard stories, and even a relative that died that was not supposed to die because of just the negligence and mistake of a hospital. And that is going on in Nigeria. It's quite unfortunate, but we hope everything will be fine. Thank you, Mr. Niger Watch. Thank you.
All right. Yes, Mr. CBD, thank you, sir. It's very unfortunate that she have to die and for others to learn. Sad. Um, Abdul Malik, thank you, sir, for joining us today. It's been a while. Where have you been?
Mr. Elvis,
Yes, sir.
can I come in now?
Okay, you are free. Okay, talk to us then. Thank you, my brother.
Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate the time. Greetings to everybody on the panel. Thank you very much for your time and for all that has been done. Well, I mean, I just have just few things to say, and I'll just leave it. On the lady with the issue of the snake bite, I think I have had some couple of comments or submission, and I don't think there's any way we try to hold maybe the hospital responsible. In my own opinion, as much as we believe that it is a function of the government to provide health care for its people, I don't know the kind of hospital the lady went to. Maybe she went to a private hospital or a public hospital. But regardless of the hospital that she went to, it is the duty of that hospital to have venom kept somewhere in their refrigerator. And this is where I'm trying to go. Every driver has maybe fire extinguisher in their car. Not because they just want to have it for having sake. As a matter of fact, some people were actually forced to have fire extinguisher in their car. Now, I think earlier you said The hospital doesn't even know when they will need that venom. And that's the reason why you need that venom in store. And that's the reason why you need it. Hospitals here, for example, maybe the bigger ones, they have pharmacies, or they have pharmacy in their hospital. And the same is for the general hospital in Nigeria. There is a pharmacy section in those hospitals. And so there is no reason why there should not be, even if it's a bottle of a venom or something that can actually help to hold that lady until the real thing comes and then is used on her. That hospital should be held responsible. As a matter of fact, whoever is in charge of the hospital should be questioned. Every vehicle or every driver from the law in the land should have a fire extinguisher, not because you pray that your vehicle should burn, but you will need it. As a matter of fact, every vehicle has a spare tire. Why do you have spare tire? Not because you are praying that your vehicle, your tire should get busted, but who knows? Your tire get busted and then you are somewhere in a thick forest. There are no tire shop. Who do you call to? You quickly change your tire and then you move on until you have the real thing to put on your vehicle. As much as the government is culpable, so also the hospital is culpable. Now you now say, okay, what about hospitals that are using, that don't have lights? They cannot even provide generator. Now you now see pregnant women being worked on during delivery. Maybe some even need cesarean operation and then they don't have light. They now have to use cell phone light to carry out operation. That is how bad the country has been destroyed. And so that's why the clamor for Mr. Peter Gregory Obi comes in. And I think that America's submission is just a kind of maybe a support to what I said here last week about Donald Trump and his movement. Mr. Peter has not fully come to realize the power that he has. Only if he can study Donald Trump. As a matter of fact, like I said here last week, Donald Trump abused Ted Cruz, abused Lindsey Graham, abused most of the top Republican senators, House of Rep members. As a matter of fact, there's a lady called Marjorie Green now. She's a ad supporter of Donald Trump. But because Donald Trump will not support her now, because she said something about Donald Trump, she's not going for re-election. That is how powerful Donald Trump is. Here in Texas, there is a run for the Senate race. There is John Cornyn that you played his video last week. There is this other guy called West, and there's another person. Now they are saying that whoever Donald Trump supports obviously becomes the senator. But who is he going to choose? He said, "Don't worry. When we get to that point, we'll determine." That is how powerful Donald Trump has become. Because why? He has a movement called MAGA. So, Mr. Peter, and it's so sad that the like of Unisa Tanko, they listen to American politics and they are just playing to the gallery. When you have a movement, you don't go begging around. You just leverage on your movement and then you keep moving. Both home and abroad. As a matter of fact, other countries are part of Mr. Peter Gregory Obi's movement. Have you not heard that in some countries they are saying, just give us Peter Obi and we'll make the best use of Peter. They are all, places like Cameroon, some other African countries say, oh, how I wish that we have a man like Peter Obi in our country. So we cannot be begging around when you have a movement. Now the issue of Lai Mohammed, where was Lai Mohammed since all these days? It is their propaganda. We saw it before. We'll see it again. Nigerians, I will say what Mr. Jonathan say again. If Nigerians are willing, and like I have said some times ago, you can chase out these criminals in less than 24 hours. It only takes the unity of Nigerians and our willingness that the North, the South, the East can come together. If we in less than 5 hours, if Nigerians are willing, they can chase out these guys and take back the country. It is only our unity and our willingness that is needed. And that is what we are clamoring for. Let's unite. Whether you are Igbo, whether you are Yoruba, whether you are Ishekiri. I mean, in our own mind, we know that the Igbo history exists. We know who Nnamdi Azikiwe is. We know who Ojukwu is. So let them do whatever, all of their shenanigans. We know them. We know their stories. But it only takes our own unity to be able to fight against these people, both home and abroad. To change the course of the nation is our unity. Forget about how much they are giving to people. If we so determine, these guys can be chased out. Forget Asari Dokubo. Forget all of the Asawanas, whatever he wants to say. These are guys that they only talk when it benefits them. When they don't have anything to gain, they don't speak. So for characters like that, you pay little attention to them. And let's face the real deal. It is only sad Nigerians are not paying attention to the real deal, but we are going after the things that doesn't matter. So my own call is the fact that if Nigerians are willing, and like Mr. Jonathan, if Nigeria, that this coming election is hanged on Nigeria, not even on Mr. Peter Obi now, he's only one man. But the collective Nigerians can do the needful and get him to power. Thank you very much, Aide Mike.
All right. Thank you. Give us a mandate. Thanks for your submission. Okay, Abdul Malik, let's hear from you, sir, so that we can do our final submission. It's good to have you on the show.
Greeting to you, Mr. Nigeria Watch.
Yes, sir.
Also the panelists. Greeting to all Nigerians. It is very sad. This lady that passed on by snake. May her soul rest in perfect peace. We will continue to see such things because last time, you know, somebody in Lagos, a lady that want to give a birth, he passed on with baby. Do you know what it is? Somebody died with a baby just because of 500,000 naira. And the government still, they don't even care to do something about it. Yeah, they don't care. We will continue seeing such things. Yes, we every day because they don't bring solution of what they will do, how they will tackle the problem. Yeah, they don't do. And it's very sad of the government because the way it is now, I always say the power belongs to the people. Just refer what happened to Wike. Why is he running? If the power did not belong to the people, he passed through the back gate, right? He run away. That one will show you that 2027, if the people are ready, if they are ready, this very government, they cannot do anything. Yes, they must give who is willing, who won the election, this is his mandate. Yeah, the power belongs to the people just because they are not united. Yeah, that is the problem they have. Yeah, that is just the problem they have in the country. If it is unity, there are few people. There are not that many of them. There are very few. The thing is that lady was talking about apps. Apps is very help because if you take a look, the people that live in rural area, what do you think is evidence? You know, apps. When there is no hospital in the country, if you don't have money, you cannot go to private hospital. There is no government hospital. It's the app that help them to prevent them not to sick. Yodo dogoyaro, all those things help. It prevent you not to sick. Yeah, it's very help. The thing is this that There is something I heard. Peter Obi will not tell you that he will persecute all the previous government that has stolen money. No. His diplomacy will not tell you that, because if he say it, it's like it will be somehow to be there to get to the presidency. They cannot tell you that he will prosecute there. No. His diplomacy will use his diploma. When he get there, he will do what is his mind. Yeah, that is what he will do. For me, because if you have sense, nobody will tell you, okay, all those past government, I must bring that to book. No, I will bring that to justice. No, he cannot say it. He will use his diplomacy to be there first. But when he get there, he will know what to do because he's already there. The problem in Nigeria is me and you. It's not only government. Because injustice, even when two people are gathered, it's like government. Your family is like government. Just like we are in this panel now, we are government in ourselves, right? Okay, what do we do? You understand? That is the problem we are facing in Nigeria. It's not only, but the major problem is the government, because they are the people that enforce the law. When they implement law, they will enforce the law to make the law work. But they don't do that. That's why you see everybody in the country, they do whatever they like. Look at the video and show today. How can somebody just went to go out because you have influence, you have power? You just go and carry somebody and beat somebody person like somehow the person passed through. He died, he's margin. Who does that? Are you God? Are you the one create the person? You see, if it is a country that war, they have law. It cannot happen because you know that when you do that, you must go to prison. Yes. When they catch you, the law must bite on you. It's just because of the government, they are the problem, they are the major problem, but everybody have his own problem, but they are the major problem of the country. When they implement law, they will not enforce the law, they will not make the law work. How can the country move forward? If January 1st, every country, all the country in the world, that presidency used to speak, welcome there as that at that particular time, his January speech. But our president, where do you find our president? How can a president travel every month or every 2 months? Who does that? The citizens are not yet ready. They are not yet ready. When they are ready, the country will be better. They are not yet ready at all. But I did not blame them. In the other hand, because when you was there, it's like you reason the same thing. Your faculty of reason is the same thing with them, because they don't know how the system works. They need to be educating those people from the rural area to the urban area to know how system work. That's when you tell them about government, they tell you they don't care, they don't have interest, because they believe the government, they are there for themselves. They are not there for the people. And government, they are there to serve you, not for themselves. Yeah, that's why somebody just do road, they will be clamping hand. What is it there for? Is it not to develop the state or the country? How can somebody do common road, you are clamping hand for the person? Is it normal? It's not normal, so it is primitive life, primitive thinking. People, other countries are going far, but our country, we are moving backward because we are not yet ready. We are not united. And the problem of this light, that man was talking about light. It doesn't matter the way you use your light. No. If you consume light, it's the way you consume, you pay bill, right? That is not the reason why Nigeria don't have light. They are just lying for themselves. They are deceptive. Thank you very much, Mr. Nigeria Watch.
Thank you, Abdul Malik. God bless you. It's good to hear from you. Okay, guys, I appreciate you all. We need to have our final submission now so we can round up. I'm going straight to Mr. Alaboy. Give your 2 minutes final submission, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother, and God bless you. Mr. Ibis, You see the misplaced priority we are having. These are our leaders. Today, as we speak, yes, Wike is busy in Rivers State. Purchase a lot of new taxis, buses. He has kickstart campaign for Tinubu. INEC is blind. The same yes, Wike that said he cannot use the money to pay the workers who are agitating. Instead, he will use it to settle the judges, to give judgment against the workers and force them to come back to work. He has bought how many buses for campaign for Tinubu in Rivers State and threatening. The same weekend that locked down stadium for Atiku and PDP, deny even Peter Obi that he deceived. In 2023, promised Peter Obi welcome him that he will sponsor his campaign. The frustration before Labour Party could hold the rally. So Peter Obi has to go into the market, Ikoku market, and all the market in Port Harcourt to do his campaign. As Fubara is maintaining that stadium, if he said next time he will come to Port Harcourt to do the rally, if they refuse to give him that stadium, he's going to break it. That is a public servant speaking, as people knows him as an Agboro man. People you don't deserve to have in a public space are the people you find at the hem of their affairs. We are suffering in Nigeria. The workers are suffering. That money that they use in purchasing those buses is enough. And EFCC is blind. Thank you, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Mr. Jonathan, your final
Sorry,
submission.
sir. Can I ask him a question?
No, he doesn't have the time. You ask when it gets to your time, sir. Mr. Jonathan, your 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I thank you once again. I was listening to Mr. Give us our mandate. Thank you. Your submission very instructive. It's very clear. It is we Nigerians that we have to fight. We must come together. We must fight.
But we are not ready.
But you can see that we have it inside of us to come together. Even if it is one issue, one subject that we can all coalesce behind and work together. Instructive. Give us our money was talking about unity. Just let me beg to deviate for a few seconds. Just yesterday, Fela won the Grammy. He won the Grammy award. That same award that he won, that is Fela Kuti himself. That same award that he won was won by Bob Marley, I believe in early 2000 or 2001, something like that. And he won it on that African music. The title, Africa Unite. African Unite. On that background, he won that award. See, it is this what we need in Nigeria is for us to come together, even if it is one subject that we will find and all of us will come under. Look at Asari Dokubo today. He says something. He was talking about the crude, the oil. That why the Northerners were shouting, they are crying themselves out like a baby that is being spoon-fed by a mother. A whole group of people crying like a baby because they took the gold refinery to Lagos. And Asari said, and I agree with him. I agree with him. Why do we have refinery in Kaduna? Is oil in Kaduna? You've been milking this country for decades. Now they have refinery. By mentioning it alone, they are crying like a baby. If that one is something that we can even coalesce and say, okay, let's on this one alone, let's work together, let's unite.
Mr. Jonathan,
we have it in us. Yes.
Do you know that when I was serving in Bauchi, we went somewhere and then there's this person that came from the Joy area. When he saw the road in Tapabada local government, the guy opened and said, see where they finish my money.
My money.
Like, man, the roads are, you can never see a pothole in the suburb of Tapabada. Balewa local government. You
Yes,
guys see
now.
where they finish my money.
The same thing. If you drive from Abuja, when I was in Abuja with my brother, we drove from Abuja from Abuja to Kebbi. I would see if no PIM express that road and no vehicle, no traffic. We're just going, just smooth like that, as if you are in Germany. They will say autobahn, like you are on the autobahn. There and no people. That's where they finish Nigeria money. And now people will be talking of just to have something in Southwest, anywhere other than North, they are crying like a baby. Let us come together. Let us unite, even if it is on one subject alone. Let we have it in us and stop this division, because that is the only way we can defeat Satanism, corruption, and all the rest of it that has been, destroying our country for this long. Thank you, Mr. Harris. I really do.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. At least the good thing about it is that we all are calling for unity amongst us. But it's a very hard work, very, very hard work. You will see how Nigerians will start behaving when it gets to 2027. You know what happened in 2023, 2022, 2023 election. So I just hope that this straining situation now will give sense to more people who doesn't have the sense before. I just hope. Thank you very much. I would like us to hear from, give us a mandate, your 2 minutes, sir.
Well, thank you very much. Hopefully you can hear me, sir.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. I honestly appreciate it. And let me just probably continue from where Mr. Jonathan stopped. I think one of my brother on the comment section, Mr. Pius Monye, was talking about this same unity, and that my brothers from the Southeast, they are ready. We all just need to come together. And Madam Patricia, I'm not trying to call you out, but I'll just say that we are all first Nigerians before we became maybe dual carrier of other passport and all that. If we all can work together as people, I think we can go a long way. And so on behalf of this person, will I just appeal to you that whatever might have probably happened to you between you and the Southeastern brothers, just let it go. In this life, we learn to just move on. I would have loved to ask you a question, but I mean, I'll probably just reserve that, because that'll be a personal question. There is no how I may hate maybe an Igbo person or an Hausa person or a Yoruba person. If my son chooses to bring in a Igbo lady tomorrow and say, I want to marry this person, will I say no? I cannot say no. That's the love of his life. I either let him marry the girl or he does something else.
Or Shekiri.
Abi, I mean, if my son bring and that's it. You just carry on. That's who the young man wants to marry, and just carry on with life and go. So, for me, we all just need to come together and work on something. Whatever offense or grievances you may have against my fellow Eastern brothers, let it just go. Life just continues.
Or from the backyard of Mr. Elvis, from Edo.
I mean, we just go. We just keep moving. We just keep moving, because now, whether you believe it or not, our children are going to go back to Nigeria one day. If we don't do it now, which Nigeria are they going to meet? With Wike already pushing his son forward, Sheyi is already, Tinubu is already pushing Sheyi, and you have the Ajumobi son, all of them scattered like that. We all need to come together. Our unity is very, very important on this matter. Please, Nigerians, let's unite. If we unite like Sri Lanka, these people can be chased out. If we unite like the Israelis, these people can be chased out. These guys don't mean well for us. They don't plan anything good for us. Imagine Wike now. Which money? Is it the government money that Wike is using to buy vehicle to campaign for Tinubu? Or which money is he using? Is it his personal money? These are stolen money. These are stolen wealth. Who was Wike? before he became governor. But today, Wike can ride on Rolls Royce. For what I even have, allegedly maybe even have a private jet. These are stolen wealth that belongs to you and I. Nigerians, let's unite. Whether you are a northerner, whether you are a southeasterner, whether you are a south
All right, thank
person
you, thank
from
you,
let's unite and then we can do something better. Thank you very much. I yield the mic, Mr. Elvis. Thank you.
thank you, Pure Samade. Thank you very much for that unity call. I appreciate you. Madam Rita, please, your 2 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I'm unapologetically a realist when it comes to what is going on in Nigeria. I cannot talk about unity when there's no freedom. I cannot talk about unity, and we should not deceive ourselves. You can make a clarion call on us uniting, but that's not happening present day in Nigeria. I think what we should start focusing on is not just about talking about the politicians, it's learning their tricks and also giving conditions. We should start giving conditions on election day. If we see the likes of MC Oluomo and his urchins, what are you going to do? You see, any obedient who is coming to talk now, especially on TV or anywhere, like this is what you need to do. Anybody who wants to see anyhow, who does anyhow, they will see anyhow. That's the trajectory of where we should be talking about. Because they're not going to change the electoral law. Nothing is going to Peter for Nigeria can speak from now to Jericho. Yes, sir.
Madam Rita, even on that subject matter of election that you talked about, for it to happen, there must be unity. Or even if it is on that
there
one,
is no unity now. Okay,
then even the one that you talked about now can never become a reality. Then,
okay, fine. If you wanna go to that angle, but I am just saying now, there's no unity in Nigeria. So anybody, when it's time to vote, it is not unity that make people come to vote. Present day Nigeria, people want to vote for various reasons. Some of them because of 500 naira. Some of them because they are obedient. Some of them because of their tribesman. So there's no unity there already in the mind. So that's your argument. It will not even. That is the reality of Nigeria today. I am just saying I'm just telling you the reality of Nigeria. The electorate are going to vote not because of unity. No matter how you preach it now to 2027, it's not because of unity. I am saying now, what obedience and the people that want a change in Nigeria, whether you're obedient or not, if you see people trying to truncate the person that you voted for at the polling station, what are you going to do? Now, even after they now twist it because they don't want an Igbo man to be president, what are you going to do now? What are you prepared to do, Nigerians? That's why I'm at. You might be saying I'm fast forward.
Can I interject you?
That is my reality right now. You can interject now.
Can I? Well, thank you very much. Now, you made mention about Obama and Donald Trump. In 2008, both the Black Americans, the Caucasians, the Hispanic, whoever you are as an American or non-American, you cried. Why? Because a black man won the election. And why? Because there was unity. I mean, I was back in Nigeria with my friend watching that night.
My dear brother, let me tell you, the Americans No, I know the angle of where you're going to. I know where you're going to, but I can tell you something. Americans can easily unite. British can easily unite for their king and country. Why? Because they know they have the confidence that their institutions are functioning. Their judicial system is functioning. Hold on, their electoral system is functioning. Their National Assembly or their parliament is functioning independently without any influence from the center.
Madam Rita,
so I am trying to tell you guys, forget unity, my people.
Let me say this, Madam Rita.
We don't know what's going on in Nigeria. Which unity?
Let me say this, Madam Rita. See,
okay,
I think
but
without freedom, unity cannot come into play. So just we're not
you are getting it. You are misplacing it.
Ourselves mentally first.
Let me say this, Madam Rita. I think you are misplacing.
Freedom for you to get freedom, you unite to get freedom.
I'm prepared to argue this thing all day. I do not believe in preaching that unity right now. It's not working. What you just said,
Madam Rita.
I'm listening
Madam
to
Rita, Madam Rita, let me say this. Just let me say this. Let me add this to your position. See, we don't have to vote for the same party. We don't have to vote for the same candidate. As a matter of fact, we don't have to agree on policies, but we can all agree to unite for free and fair election. That's what we're talking about here. Because even if you are voting for another, even if see,
then
there is no.
Peter for Nigeria has been shouting since. Mr. Elvis has been
now,
over here.
that is it. See,
you, Mr. Jonathan, you have been shouting since about election reform. Nothing. So just forget that.
That's the core. That's the core that Nigerians, we have to get our senses right. We must all come together. At least truth, as they say, is constant. We need free and fair election.
Can I tell you
even if you are voting for Agbado a million times, go ahead by all means, vote for Agbado. But let us all protect our vote. We can unite on that one now.
Mr. Jonathan, Jonathan, I can say if I ask everybody, all of us on this panel right now, excluding Mr. Elvis, who is living in Nigeria presently, and I'm also going to include people in the comment section. If I say let us unite, not to send money to Nigeria, will all of us agree? Do you know the excuse that will come? My mother needs this medication every month, I must send. My brother's school fees, if I don't send money, they will not eat. We cannot even unite as diaspora. So what are we talking about, Mr. Jonathan?
You see that subject? You see.
Because when we unite not to send money, Nigerians will wake up. They are not ready, and they will never be ready unless we in diaspora start taking drastic action. I said it yesterday. I said if you give Nigerians the 3rd month when you don't send money, they'll start squeezing their face to the government. The 6th month, I kid you not, everybody anybody that's in government, they'll go after them. Give them 1 year. Trust me, Aso Rock cannot contain Nigerians.
You yourself, Madam Rita, you yourself, you did too soft. You soft. You yourself no go fit do that thing when they talk.
Listen, it's not Madam Patricia right now that was vexing.
Madam Rita, you yourself no go fit do that thing where you dey talk. You yourself no go fit do am.
Mr. Jonathan, see what I'm talking about? Hold on.
You yourself no go fit do am.
Hold on. See, you're even questioning the question that I asked you guys. Because we're not united in just that simple thing. Don't send money for 3 months. Madam Patricia was here. Listen, Mr. Jonathan, I don't want to talk over your voice. Madam Patricia was here, and she was trying to educate, one of the panelists about why Asaba was now, the capital of Delta State. The tone of her voice was, she's an honorable woman. The tone of her voice, which was explaining that it was the fault of the Shakiri people. Now, can you not tell me that Madam Patricia, the way she is, and a Shakiri person will not agree and unite that, okay, let us make the capital to Ugeli of Delta State? No, I don't want to waste my time on talking about unity, I beg. You see, it's just a waste of time.
So what's the solution then?
I have told you my solution, Mr. Elvis. I've just given one example. Let us unite, all of us in diaspora. This is another way to change Nigeria, because Nigerians are not ready. Do you know why? Because they are feeding off us. They are feeding from us. I can say 60% are feeding from us. Is that 60%? You don't send money for, they go to club every other night. They're drinking 3310 and pressing blow. If you're not sending your brother $100 every day, every month, or even every 2 weeks, you're sending your brother $100, and you're not sending, they'll even use your parents to lie, to collect money. If you stop for 3 months, see, the tension in the country, go feel them. 6 months, no governor can come and talk rubbish. 1 year, Aso Rock cannot contain Nigeria. Aso Rock cannot contain, because that time Nigeria will be so angry, they'll be so immersed, and there will be so much awareness like, come on, what did this government they do for me?
But not for old people now, madam.
Talk rubbish. You can look at what happened to him now when they were chasing him out. It's not because of salary that they not pay them. Just few months salary. They don't. You see that people were ready to castrate him. So you can imagine. Let us start from there. Are we united?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Simple question I say everybody should do. We cannot do it. So it's in Nigeria. Man, forget that talk about unity. It's not working to represent in Nigeria. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Guys, CBD, go ahead.
Yes, thank you so much. I would have supported that, but you know, some people will not keep quiet when they are old, parents or grandparents, you know. So, but I understand what Madam Rita is saying. I feel like the people sometimes the frustration can get to us sometimes. You see people online fighting about the video and Grammy Awards and Whiskey. The other day they are fighting
They
with
don't talk belleful now. That's why.
the other day they are fighting Shehu and the Whiskey FC or something like that. So that is what a lot of young people, and this is because of this culture of psychophancy. And like I've always said, the culture of psychophancy is the biggest problem Nigerian masses are facing. You find these people dragging between this and that every day, things that are not making sense. When their Big Brother starts, you will see people will go and pick favorites of housemates and be fighting themselves online. So you start to wonder, at what point will these people understand that this thing is not ordinary? People fighting online, psychophancy, Grammy Award, that is what is trending. They are fighting Tyler of South Africa, as if they don't know that Tyler is not, they think it's by experience and age. The girl has been chosen, you know, the way they chose Rihanna and they chose all those people, that is how they've chosen her. So if you like, have the most talent, the person that the industry have chosen, they have chosen. So that is how it is. And but is it the same young people that we are going to now hope on? So until we kill that culture of cycle, and to be honest, some of these celebrities are also part of the problem. Some of the content creators are part of the problem. They are pushing all this rubbish also online for whether for money or for whatever reason or to just remain relevant.
All
You will
right.
see them. You see somebody like what's the name? Tunde, is it Tunde Ednot or something? He will come there and post one rubbish for everybody to argue. And that is the same psychophancy culture. Somebody will come and say, well, they are thanking King, whoever. You know, that is the problem that we are having in Nigeria. And the man that said that Peter Obi cannot win, what is the problem? You're saying Peter Obi cannot win even if you have 10 million. It's not like these people that don't want other people to rule. It's not like they are capable. They don't have the capacity. They are very low IQ. They don't have any. So if to say they are even performing with all these their
Okay.
politics they are playing, nobody will even be pushing for someone like Peter Obi. But you're totally incapable. Your IQ is almost subhuman level, and you are there shouting that somebody can never win. Look at where they are coming from. What is in their village? Nothing. Buhari that did everything that he did. Can anybody go now and say they want to go and live in Katsina? So it is just to show you how insane these people are.
All
You
right.
know,
Thank you. Thank you.
so I saw Rufai praying. I don't know what he's praying.
Thank
Every
you.
time you join his hand praying. What are these people praying about? Is what I don't understand. You know, it's quite unfortunate.
Okay, guys, really, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I don't know if you still they follow today or not. Oh. You seem to know everything where they happen there. How they take the
No,
tank
I'm
am.
not following. I'm just saying that I've noticed his tendencies. You know, he pushes a lot of rubbish online, a lot of
Yes.
nonsense.
How do you know if you are not following him?
No. Yeah. I think he's. I didn't also unfollow him in is it Instagram or somewhere? Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
But I
that's what
don't
I'm saying.
consume. I am hardly on Instagram, by the way. You know.
So you are so a guy say be the Instagram. Hi.
No, I'm
This
hardly. That's what I'm saying. It's once in a while because of some other activities, my own business. You know, there's a way I also market some stuff on there. So,
okay.
but I don't. You know, sometimes you see all those. You can't avoid the the timeline of Nigerian people. You know, they
Is
will
that
just find you, no matter how you hide. They will find you. You know.
yes, it will find you. That's true. Just appear from nowhere. Anyway, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Abdul Malik, your 2 minutes, please.
Yeah, thank you once again, Mr. Ivis.
Yes, sir.
Anything in life is possible when you conceive and believe. You cannot say that they cannot unite, even though they are not yet unite. They can come together in 1 second to unite. It is possible if they conceive and if they conceive and believe. And in the other hand, we are in democracy. We are not in military regime. When we was in military, right? Those civilians, they chased military away. Talk less of we are in civilian regime now. What do you expect how do you feel? Or you expect that they cannot change electoral reform? How? Opposition, what are they doing? Are they stupid or are they fools? They must make sure that electoral reform will be changed before 2027. Yes, it must be transmitted direct to polling unit to IREF, direct result. It must be changed. I bet you from today, go up today's day is 3, right? It must be changed before 2023-27 election. Opposition, they are not fool. They know what they are doing. Government, people, me and you, we are the government. They are just there to govern us. Thank you very much, Mr. Evans.
All right. Thank you very much, Abdul Malik. God bless you. I appreciate every one of you for your wonderful submission once again. As Mandarita Tokam, we all have been talking here. She went on by saying, even using the same Mr. Jonathan, Mr. Jonathan, you have been calling for unity or this or that for so long, but it's not happening. Yeah, that's true. But we still cannot stop. You know, maybe out of 10, we are winning one so per day or anytime we speak about how Nigeria can be better. Everybody's upset. If you listen carefully, you hear generator noise on the background. Everybody's upset. Nothing is working. So I just hope Nigeria become better in our time. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it will. That might sound negative, but that's what it looks like to me. It doesn't look like it will be better because our leaders are very, very greedy. Just imagine the video I played earlier on from Peter from Nigeria, that the Tinubu's government allegedly withdrawing 100 billion naira every 30 days from the federation account. You know, and this is not make known to the House of Assembly, to the National Assembly. You know what I mean? That's stealing, right? That's stealing. Do you know how much is 100 billion every 30 days? So our leaders they are very wicked. So they are extorting and stealing and doing all these things to compete with themselves, who is the richest. Their priority is not how Nigeria can work or how the people can have a sustainable lifestyle. That's not their priority at all. Their priority is to compete with themselves. You rule for 8 years, I rule for 8 years, I better pass you. That's what they are doing. Not that you rule for 8 years, I rule for 8 years, I did the right job or whatever by making Nigerians happy. No, they just steal to enrich themselves. This is why you see someone like me. I've been very, very consistent in standing just by one person. If not because some of you are been following me for a while, people watching me from distance might think, oh, they paid this guy to be doing this. Because that's the usual thing that people say. You know, even the people they are paying are not consistent like me. Go find out. The people our satanic leaders are paying to do one or two things for them on social media are still not consistent like me. I'm very proud of that, and I can say that anytime. If you know there's anybody they are paying that are consistent more than me, that nobody is paying apart from you lot here that is paying me, then let me know. I can argue that. I know one or two satanic platforms on social media, most especially this YouTube. These people, they are paid, they are being sponsored, but most times they don't even have the strength to come out. Even though they are paid, though, they don't even have the strength to be consistent and be coming out to work for the money. You know, so talk less of us. So I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of my panelists, my callers, my good, dedicated spectators, my commenters. I'm proud of all of us, my mother and many of us that are here every day. You know, I know my panelists here that are here with me at least 4 times in a week, minimum 4 times in a week. And they have been doing this for years, speaking how Nigeria can be better. Still, the Nigeria not better. It's getting worse. It's sad. It's very sad. So let's continue to do our part because it looks like nobody's talking to these people. They don't have no regard, respect, or any guilt for us. Like, oh, if we do this, what will Nigeria say? They don't have these things. Like in the UK, if the UK government want to take decision, they have to put the people, the citizens into consideration because they know the citizens will speak, they will talk. But in Nigeria, our government don't care about us. They just wake up and take decision. You wake up to know that there's a new decision and live with it, adapt yourself, adjust yourself to the decision they took. They don't care about you. They're not interested. That's where we
Mr.
find
Elvis,
ourselves. Yes, sir.
sorry, can I ask you just one question?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that President Tinubu is fully in charge of what is going on? Do you even think he understands exactly what is going on in Nigeria?
But we've heard this before so many times that none of the president that is in charge. There's somebody that we call Kaba that you and I don't know that make the final decision for these people. The people that are ruling you and I are just there like symbolic characters that you know that okay, constitutionally this is your president. But the other way around, there are somebody in there that they pledge loyalty to that tells them what to do. That is why you see I call on this every day that who will be that president that will step on the proper toe? You understand? That's why I also ask that. Do you think Peter Obi can step on that toe? That same toe that you and I talking about today? And many people say no, Peter Obi is still not. So maybe
No,
probably
Peter Obi is still agile, but for someone like I think Tinubu and Buhari are in the same WhatsApp group because they have just the same handler, all those people around them. For Tinubu now is all this Alake
there
and
are people there.
all those.
And the funny part of it is that those people will be listening to you and I now. You don't know, say for anything like this, then they tell their children, "Man, put that YouTube channel. What are those idiots saying? Let me hear them." They'll be listening to us.
Mr. Elvis,
God. Yes, sir.
Do you believe that or you are assuming?
I believe that 100%. Assuming for waiting. Assuming care. With the situation we find ourselves in Nigeria since you were born till now, you will still be living in assumption. 100%. I'm not assuming.
Even the way Tinubu talks, you can tell that it's okay. Look at those interviews you played. I wish you can play one of them again. You can tell that I don't think he even understand what he's talking about or what is going on. We will not give them climate change or something. All those type of
exactly.
You can
assume
tell that
Mr. Abdul Malik, this is not the time for assumption. It is obvious to the deaf and audible, obvious to the blind and audible to the deaf. What is happening? It's obvious that our leaders are not the one actually taking their decision. In fact, are you aware that some of our leaders want to take proper decision? They will be suppressed and oppressed. Say you dey craze, what they worry you? You dey mad. Now because of that one, will put you for there. Try yourself again. Go say sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Since that time, you will not go ever talk again before you come up for power. You don't understand that Nigeria is working. That's why you see I cry every day here that we need somebody that will come in and step on toe and turn his back on everybody, on these people. I mean those people that supported him or whatever satanic agreement printed they did in the secret place. But the question is, can we ever see that leader? Okay, when I think that the people we act that way they see. Say, now really they take the final decision of this country. Now lie. lie. People they will never ever come out rude one day. They are listening to you now. Don't live in the past like, oh, they are not hearing us. We're in postmodernism where social media have taken over everything in the world. These people right now, they are in their living room pressing remote, tell their children to put that YouTube on their smart TV. They are listening. We are not in an era where people watch YouTube and everything inside their car. If we sit on the back car, they'll put on for and go tell the driver before they leave and security force. Say, oh yeah, put CNN for me. Put the other one for me. If the evening like this, put not be person tell me say Obaseki watch me all the time from his iPad inside his car. Not be one of his aides still expose them to me. Not be the same people still tell me say, I have fun as we all they talk, so they watch it for government house or for big screen. We know this thing. They are watching you. They are listening to you. They deliberately don't want to do the needful. Don't you know that some of the majority of the people working with these satanic leaders, they are our friends? You don't know? They will still call you, bro, after and see the information where your day government also. I bet just find a way to bring a comment in a style. Say you get time for social media. Whereas it's coming from the concretity. That day they come from. That's why when you are talking, speak. They are listening to you. Not be assumption, my brother. Now, 100% say all our president, they are not the one taking the final decision. There's somebody taking the final decision. God bless you all. Let's continue to do our parts. Anyway, any more questions? They move on straight away. Thank you very much, every one of you that come in today. Thank you, Madam Rita, Mr. Jonathan, our Dream Nation, Mr. Alabo, our guy CBD, give us a mandate, Abdul Malik. Thank you very much, Madam Patricia. So came in. I appreciate you all. And those of you that call in, thank you very much. God bless you all.
Mr. Najawa.
And yes.
No be send a question, but I just want to encourage you. Don't give up. A new Nigeria is possible. Together we'll get it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Fingers crossed on that. Thank you. God bless you, sir. Thank you, Seven Government, for the super chat earlier on. And my mother for Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy. Thanks for always being here with us every day. Thank you very much, Abu Azi. I appreciate you. Thanks for always being here every day. I appreciate you. Thank you, Mother Peggy Modi, Mother Eugenia, Black Panther, and many others. Plenty for them, not be small. Olushi, thank you very much. I'm not sure if I pronounce your name properly. Thank you, all of you right there. Now, God bless you now. We've come to the end of the broadcast. Let's continue to stand for what is right and continue to speak truth to power, regardless of whoever that is involved. Because that's the only area I have issue with many people. When it comes to some people that are involved in that, they stay mute, they go absent, or they will lost. Regardless of whoever that is involved, let's be speaking truth to power. You are doing your part, and God is listening to us. And people, God bless you. Good night.
This is what we are living in this world, all of us today in motion. Everybody there in motion. Moving to our various stations. As we there in motion, make we do good to ourselves, yo. Make we do good to our neighbor. Before we reach our station, every walk gets paid. Every walk gets paid. Whether not good or work good, nobody work good. Every walk gets paid. Whether not good or work good, nobody work good. I make a fear my God. Whether not good or work good, nobody work good. I make a fear my maker. Whether not good or work good, nobody work good. Whoever will come and go on song, organize. Sawa. pay. Every work get paid. Whether na good work or bad work. Every work get paid. Whether na good work or bad work. I make I dey fear my God. Whether na good work or bad work. I make I dey fear my Maker.